What's up, guys? I just woke up from a nap. I had this weird dream where I shrunk down to the size of my pinky finger and got trapped in my backyard. Eventually, I got eaten alive by a giant tarantula, so when I woke up, I immediately Googled, how do I fight giant dangerous spiders? Just so I'm prepared for my next dream. And I came across this video from one of our favorite creators, DOGGO, that made a video of what it's like to fight the deadliest spiders. Time to learn.
Have you ever wondered
that was me in my dream.
Deadliest spiders in the world?
No, it's terrible.
Well, let's find out. Challenger 1.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting flashbacks to my dream.
1.5 inches, the Black Widow is one of the deadliest spiders in the world. Drop for drop, its venom is more potent than most rattlesnakes.
That is true, guys, but a Black Widow, because it is such of a tiny size compared to a rattlesnake, most of the time Black Widow spiders are not actually deadly to people, which I thought forever, I don't know why, who told me this, but Black Widows, I thought for the longest time, were deadly. Like, if you got stung by one or bit by one, then you are probably cooked. Like, you're dead, bro. You're gonna get unalived, but apparently, it's actually not the worst venom, because they're so tiny that even though the venom is very potent, you need a lot more of it for it to actually be deadly. So, all of that being said, I would still be pretty scared of Black Widows, bro.
But in a fight, you do have one advantage. Widows have really poor eyesight.
Oh, nice.
That is to sneak attack it.
I got 20/20 vision.
Navigate its messy maze of tangle webs, and some strands are laced with sticky glue droplets. Just grazing against one is a death sentence.
Wait, why? What is that gonna do? Oh no, it's like 3M tape.
But
oh
what
god.
looks like a random mess of silk to us is actually an intricate network. And disturbing a strand in this network sends vibrations back down to where the widow rests, alerting her to your presence.
So basically, as soon as anything gets caught in a spider web, it's kind of like an alarm clock for the spider. Like, sometimes I will order food on Uber Eats, and then after a little bit, I'll fall asleep, forgetting that I put an Uber Eats delivery order in, and then I'll get woken up to a phone call. Hey, Jack, your double meat burrito is here from Chipotle. Come to the front door and grab it. That's basically the same concept as the Black Widow spider. I probably should not have told you guys that story. That makes me look really lazy.
It's kind of like those laser tripwire rooms you see in spy movies. You could try cutting yourself out, but widow silk is tougher than Kevlar.
What?
More wriggling means you get more tangled.
Oh no, you're so dead. It's over, bro.
She bolts towards
Yo, that's so scary.
Bites using her fangs.
You're so dead.
And it paralyzes you instantly.
Oh.
Most spiders feed in a similar way, first squirting digestive enzymes to liquefy your internal tissues, and then slurping up that sweet, sweet nutrient soup.
Yeah, you basically turn into a human Capri Sun if you try to battle most spiders.
Leaving behind a shriveled
At least you don't need Ozempic anymore.
Thankfully, Black Widow bites are rarely fatal for most non-bug-sized humans.
See, that's what I was saying.
Symptoms like muscle pain and cramps. Some
Oh,
other spiders
maybe
on
I'll
this
get big
list
muscles.
aren't so nice though. Into the collection you go.
All right, well, I think I could take a Black Widow spider. What is that? Oh my god.
Spiders are devious hunters that can span up to 3 inches long. And as their name suggests, they create trapdoors using silk, soil, and leaves. And they're so well constructed that they camouflage perfectly with the ground.
Where is it?
Doors are rigged with silk tripwire, so as soon as you bump into one, the spider
It knows.
jumps out, grabs you, and pulls you inside in a
Uber Eats delivery driver has arrived.
Super efficient at this, with strong spiny front legs to grapple prey and powerful fangs for piercing and crushing.
So guys, I believe that I could probably take the Black Widow spider because I know I can't touch the webs, right? So as long as I can get through the webs and be very agile and flexible and not touch any of the webs to alert the Black Widow that I am about to kill it with my sword, then I should be able to get to it while the Black Widow is taking a nap, and then bada bing, bada boom, stab it in between its eye sockets, or use my handy dandy mini flamethrower, which I guess if I'm that tiny, could just be like a match or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought it out yet. But this spider is definitely different. If I'm stuck in a giant Roman Colosseum arena with this trapdoor spider, I'm not gonna know left from right. I'm not gonna know where it's gonna pop out of, and I'm basically gonna be like a schizophrenic, paranoid psychomaniac, like looking under everything, looking around, checking the ceiling, checking the ground, and just waiting to be attacked. So for this spider, I think I'm dead. I think I'm literally deader than roadkill on a Tuesday commute to work.
In case you try to resist, some trapdoor species even have armored carapaces for it.
Are you kidding me? Come on!
It's a high-risk, high-reward hunting strategy, though. Like, what if a predator triggers the tripwire instead? There's
bye-bye.
Species, green spider, and it kind of looks like the forgot to hit extrude on its butt. But
yeah, what's that? Oh, what the?
Shield.
Huh? Why does it have that? What the? Why does it look like that?
So in the off chance that you manage to dodge the
Oreo butt.
Attack, it can retreat and plug its burrow with its shield butt.
Literally, okay, that's crazy. It literally goes back into its burrow, plops its butt up, and then you can try to stab its butt, but I guess it's extremely powerful. That is actually insane. I did not know that. That is pretty cool, but I would die to that.
Before we fight the 7 other unique spiders on this list, let's go through some spider lore first.
Ooh, yes. Everybody get their popcorn. Spider lore.
Spider? Is it the 8 legs? Well, this dude has 8 legs. No.
That's a water spider, of course. Everybody knows that.
If you want to be a spider, you need to have 2 body segments, 8 legs, silk spinning butt factories called spirettes,
butt factory!
Word for fang bits. A spider's life cycle has 3 main stages. First is the egg stage.
Aw, so cute.
Hundreds of eggs in silk sacs. Some species stick them to their webs and guard them till they hatch, while others, like wolf spiders, carry them on their butt.
Guys, I've actually seen wolf spiders out in the wilderness. I don't know if you guys have checked out my BeckBro's channel, but we made a video where we flipped a ton of rocks, and we found some wolf spiders that were carrying their ginormous egg sacs. We weren't really sure what they were at the time, but now, after doing research, we realized that there were hundreds and maybe even thousands of little demons from Satan's purgatory just waiting to hatch and be unleashed on God's green earth. I should have burned it while I had the chance.
Second, we have the spiderling stage. The eggs typically hatch in a few weeks. And the spiderlings that pop
I don't like that.
a mini
Nope.
replica of their adult version.
I do not like it. They do look kind of cute though.
For themselves, but the wolf spider
He's got a knife!
Carries them all on her back.
That is really kind of cool, but terrifying.
Find food and survive. But your hundreds of brothers and sisters all need food too.
Hey guys, we can all work together, right?
Like a yummy snack.
Yo.
The spiderlings run away. If they can, or some use a special ability called ballooning, where they release silk
What does that do?
into the air and peace out on a silk parachute.
Wait, that's amazing! I would totally do that. Oh, he's dead.
Molting. Because spiders have an exoskeleton, in order to grow, they need to constantly shed their skin to provide themselves with more to get bigger.
Yeah, it is very strange.
How difficult it would be to pull all 8 of your legs out of your exoskeleton?
It probably takes a while. My jeans are too tight.
Depending on the species, the spiderling finally moves on to the adult stage. Now
burn it
at its full size, and
no.
When their colorful markings are most prominent. If
I don't like this.
Spider, for most species, it's pretty much a wrap for you at this point. You're at risk because you have to wander out of your nest to find a mate, or if you do manage to find a mate, she'll probably eat you.
Yeah, the crazy part is that female spiders are usually most of the time bigger than the male spiders, and then as soon as they, do the deed, the female spider eats the male spider as nutrients for the babies. I'm so glad to not be a spider, guys.
Or even if none of these things happen to you, you'll probably just drop dead right after anyway.
Wait, but why?
Biology. If you're a female spider, you can have a much more fulfilling adult life. You're often way bigger and scarier, and you usually live much longer
Muscle
too,
mommy.
producing multiple egg sacs over a lifetime. And
rise, my children.
Aw, you itching to get back into it, little guy?
No, please.
I'm not.
So before we keep going with the video, I need to tell you guys about my brand new cookie plushies. They're super cute, squishy, and probably the softest plushie ever created. They're so soft. I love them. We have the OG chocolate chip cookie, the sprinkle cookie, and my personal favorite, the zombie cookie. If you guys are watching on a TV, grab your phone or your mom's phone or your grandma's phone and scan this QR code right here. Go ahead, I'll wait. Or you guys could head right on over to BeckBroJack.co. Okay, you guys got it? Let's get back to the video. God, no.
Challenger 3.
Daddy Longleg? Not even close. Okay.
Netcaster is a spider that gets...
Wait, guys, can we just take a second to stare at this thing? Because what am I looking at? My brother in Christ, what is that thing? It looks like the teacher after you say a little joke to your friend Steven at the back of class and you guys are both chuckling and the teacher, Mrs. Helen, looks at you guys like with her big black pupils and is just staring daggers into your soul. That is what this reminds me of, except it has not just normal human arms. It has ginormous spider arms, and it has 8 of them, and it is the face of an ogre. This thing should not exist.
Its name from its big eyes and tiny head.
I don't like it one bit.
About 3 inches long, and their huge eyes give them really good night vision. Even better than an owl. There is a catch, though. They can't control the amount of light exposure into their eyes.
Oh, that's a shame.
Irises for this purpose, but the eyes of ogre face over here are just one giant pupil. So
crispy eyes.
They get burnt to a crisp.
Oh my
Regrows
gosh.
its light-sensitive cells again by nighttime.
Are you serious?
Every day, by the way.
That is
Your
torture.
best bet is to defeat them during the day when they're completely blind. That is,
Okay,
you
I can do
find
that.
them.
Wait, why can't I find them?
Camouflages with their
Hey.
bodies resembling bark.
Okay, hold on, wait. Does anybody see the spider? Okay, so it's this thing right there, right? Like that is the spider, and it's crazy because like there's the 4 legs up there, and then there's the 4 legs down there, right? But they look like a stick. I mean, this one you can see it a little bit better, but they do a extremely good job of looking like sticks. And most animals don't really have the best eyesight compared to humans, so the fact that it takes me a little bit to try to find this means that other animals probably cannot see this thing very well.
Leaves. Too late. It's nighttime now.
I'm dead.
Ogre face
Oh
here is
my
out
God.
to hunt. It first weaves a rectangular web of silk and then stretches it to 3 times its size between
Oh.
its forelimbs like a net. Then,
That's
of course,
cool.
It takes a dump on the ground. And then
What?
they wait
Why?
motionless above.
What?
This leads to some of the coolest looking spider photos I have ever seen. Like, look at him! And look at his little Squidward face!
That thing is an
It's
assassin.
speculated to either be a target or something stinky to lure prey. As soon as you sniff that delicious poo and get close,
Okay, wait a second. What insect is like, oh yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. That's the Krabby Patty secret formula. I need to get more sniffs of that. That is, what? What are we, what? Dude, bro, insects are crazy.
it strikes.
That's what you get for going to try to get the turd.
It wraps you up a bit more just to make sure you're
look
nice
at that little cute guy.
and digs in.
Oh, and then, yep, we get Capri Sun. All right, well, I think I could beat that thing. I think I could spot it and then kill it. Maybe.
Diving
What
bell
is
spiders.
that? That's a water spider?
The spider is quite tiny, spanning only 0.8 inches, and it's
Okay.
the known spider to basically live its whole life underwater. It
I
can
did not know
freely
that
move
was a
in water
thing.
For short periods, using air trapped on small hydrophobic hairs on its body. But
New
to
fear
stay
unlocked.
underwater for longer, it builds something called a diving bell. It
What?
first creates a waterproof web sack, and then inflates it using air trapped on its body. This usually
Okay, it kind of just looked like it inflated its little submarine bubble with farts. I can't be the only one that thought that, right?
takes the spider several trips up to the surface to accomplish. But once it's fully inflated, it serves as the spider's new base of operations.
So what does it hunt?
Usually only leaves to refill the air bubble or to hunt. Its diet consists of aquatic bugs, tiny crustaceans, and
Whoa.
sometimes even small fish.
What?
And it hunts by detecting the vibrations of prey in the water.
Okay, this is crazy.
It can't really eat you in the water because the digestive enzymes it squirts out would just get diluted.
Oh.
Instead, it drags you back to its little spider bubble where it can chow you down in peace.
Okay, I think that one is very deadly. And I mean, I'm a pretty good swimmer, so I feel like I could probably kill that one if I really had to. But I want you guys also, if you have not already been doing this, comment down below which spiders you think you could beat in a fight if you were tiny, and which spiders you would probably get unalived by.
Challenger 5.
Why is it so big?
Sea spiders.
No.
Giant Antarctic sea
What?
spiders live underwater along the coasts of Antarctica.
Are you kidding me?
Up to 30 inches long.
Nah.
That's
Nah,
like the
bro.
size of a small dog.
No.
I don't
That
know
thing-
how I feel about this anymore.
Is that an
Exactly
actual
don't know
spider?
why they get so big, but there's a couple of theories. One is that Antarctic water is very oxygen rich, and the extra availability helps them grow better.
That's why the dinosaurs were so big
Bodies
too.
can store more energy in food-scarce environments and can also deal with the crushing pressure of the ocean better. But despite having spider in their name, they're not spiders.
Yeah, it
They
doesn't
belong
seem
to
like
a
it.
group called Pycnogonids, which
Is that like
kinda
lobsters?
a distant cousin to spiders. So,
Oh, okay.
Close enough for me. They're so weird though. They have no lungs or gills and instead breathe through their super long legs. Plus their body is so small that they don't have enough space to store everything in there. So they keep
where do
some
they put the
vital
brain?
organs in their legs too.
Wait, that's actually kind of crazy because I recently learned that octopi also do that, where the like different octopus creatures, they have their 8 different like tentacle things, and in each tentacle is actually a tiny brain. So I guess a lot of underwater creatures that have multiple limbs and stuff, just to make use of the space, I guess they also store some weird organs in their legs too. I didn't know that.
Not really sure what you can do about this guy. Maybe
Nah, I'm
you
dead.
can crawl into its leg and block its breathing pipes or something.
No more breathing.
It's got a bunch more of them though. These sea spiders feed super slowly using their long tubular proboscis to
What is
feed
that thing?
soft-bodied prey like you. They then squirt digestive enzymes and suck up that nutrient soup.
Why am I getting
Even
sucked
though it's
so many
big, it
times?
still eats like all its other little spider friends.
This sucks. Literally. That thing is huge, by the way. I would die. I'm dead.
Could get dog-sized. I was curious about something. So
What?
I asked you in this community post. If you had to pick a dog-sized spider as a pet, what would it be and
Jumping
why?
spider.
And
Jumping
here's
spider.
what you chose.
Nope.
Can
What?
I eat it?
Okay,
I
what?
would have a black widow. Then I would
No.
train it to hide over the houses of my enemies.
What?
And sneak up from above. And
Why do you have so many enemies?
silk, then drag them somewhere to never be found again.
You would have an
The
assassin!
amount of detail that went into this plan. Tiny spider plus flamethrower.
Yeah, I think that literally the only spider that I would want to have as a pet, and this is like, I don't even really want it, but if I had to pick one, it would be the jumping spider because it's so cute. But maybe part of the reason why it's so cute is because it's so tiny, right? So maybe when it's bigger, I won't like it as much. So I would probably also want a flamethrower on the side, just in case I don't like it.
Wait, that's not what I meant. No, spider. I could take Spooder on fishing trips and could also sleep over in Spooder's underwater nest and watch whatever's going on in the lake above me. Like sleeping under the stars. Spider. Cutie patootie.
No, it's gonna eat you, dude.
Weaver. Because it can make me a nice warm blanket every day.
Oh, okay. All right. Very profitable.
She could even make you warm clothes, a warm scarf, wrap you up nice and tight.
And then get sucked.
I would
Oh, yep,
finally be
dead.
able to
Eat spider legs. I think it would be nice and crunchy if you shave and deep fry it.
I've heard spiders taste like. Can I ride it like a horse? Yes. Can I climb up walls with it? Yes. Is it big enough to ride into battle? Yes. Jumping spider. It's
Yes!
kinda cute.
That has the most
especially when wearing
upvotes.
its water hat. Thanks.
Yay!
Back to the video.
Okay, what's next up? What is my challenger? I have my sword.
Wandering spiders. This
I'll
spider
kill it.
is one that you definitely don't want to pick a fight with.
Oh, never
Unluckily
mind.
for you, the Brazilian wandering spider is considered the most venomous spider in
Oh
the world.
no, it has a BBL.
Sized humans, a tiny dose of venom the weight of a grain of salt can be fatal if not treated in time.
What?
And wandering spiders can get huge, like 7 inches.
Oh my god.
Get off now.
That's like the size of my whole hand.
They're mostly found in the rainforests of South America, but
Don't go there.
Sightings of them in urban areas too.
Are you what? Not in the shoes.
A threat pose as a
Wait a second, it looks like somebody that's about to get arrested. Like somebody came up to them and they were like, put your hands where I can see them, I got a chicken and I'm not afraid to use it. And then the spider is just like, okay, you got me, bro. I'm gonna kill you anyway.
warning and charge at you to try and scare you away, even jumping up to 1.5 feet.
What? How? How do you do that?
The spider could be like here and then
On your face.
Also, as
Okay.
scary as the threat pose is supposed to be, it kind of looks like he's just asking for a hug.
No, it doesn't. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, well, that thing would definitely murder me in my sleep.
Challenge
What's
accepted.
next?
Spitting spiders.
Oh, spitting spider's so cool.
Spitting spider spans up to 1 inch long, and they have the ability to shoot webs.
Hack two.
Webs shoot
Hack
through
two.
holes in their fangs, and they wiggle their chelicerae back and forth to create a zigzag pattern.
Oh.
This area of the spray, making it harder to dodge.
It's like Spider-Man,
Silk
but
also
just a
only
spider.
gets sticky when it comes in contact with the air. If this didn't happen, then the spider would be choking on its own web spit. But
Yeah,
because
that does
they're
make
slow
sense.
And have bad eyesight, spitting spiders usually hunt at night when prey is less active.
So they're like
Sneak up on you while you
stormtroopers.
sleep.
They have bad
They
accuracy.
prod you to gauge distance.
Hey, what's
The
up, man?
spider suddenly squeezes its body like a sauce bottle.
Wait, guys, okay, the spider sounded really cool because I was imagining, like, Spider-Man, you know, he could shoot out his webs from a long distance and then trap his, you know, his ops if he wanted to. But if the spider has to get within, like, touching distance of the prey, what is the point? What is the point of spitting your web? If you're literally that close, you might as well just start wrapping it up like a Chipotle burrito, right? It kind of just defeats the purpose in my mind.
Securing you as its next meal.
Still cool though.
Bad enough
And we
you
got
picked the
sucked
spitting
again.
spider as a pet. You could have gotten a pre-squeezy bottle web shooter.
Somebody should check on dumb doggo.
Jade.
What the? No, I don't. No, you don't go for it. No, it's not that. It's not cool.
Bolus spiders. The
Bolus spider.
is a tiny orb-weaving spider, spanning under 1 inch long. And they
Why
have
was
one
it
of the
so
most
circular?
unique hunting strategies, specializing in hunting moths.
No.
First, they develop a fully webby snot ball and lower it down
Okay.
the end of a silk line. Kinda like a fisherman. The shiny goo blob smells like a female moth to your moth brain.
No, don't trust it.
Fly towards it.
It's
expecting to
not
bite it.
really a woman. It's a
But
ball
instead,
of
the spider hits
death.
you in the face with sticky spider spit and
Oh,
catches you
crap,
on its
bro.
line.
I wonder when the moth actually realizes, like, oh, dang, this isn't my next girlfriend. I'm dead.
Then all the bolus spider needs to do is reel you into a venom-filled bite.
That is insane. Bro, the earth is so crazy. The fact that there's so many different types of spiders and each one has a specialized way that it hunts, and a lot of them are kind of similar to like different ways that humans also hunt, is insanely cool to me. I don't know if I'm just being a nerd, but like the fact that it can actually fish, I never knew that animals actually did that. That is so cool. Okay, this might be challenge or died. What the? Oh my, that is a lot of wet. You're dead.
Purse-web spiders. Purse-web spiders are dark, chunky, and have super long fangs that are
I
way
see.
too big in relation to
Is anyone else getting
They're often
itchy?
mistaken for tarantulas, although they only grow up to 2 inches long. But
That's
you'll
okay.
get
Not that big.
Purse-web spiders build a unique web in the shape of a tube, usually up against a tree so that it's
Okay, I
camouflaged.
see
The
it.
spider chills in the tube for its whole life, usually never ever coming out. When a
What?
brain like yours sees the tube, it gets curious.
No, don't go in.
Cookies at the top.
No. No, there's not. No, there's not cookies.
You notice your
Don't go for the cookie.
Where's the cookie?
The spider lunges to your position from the inside of the tube.
Oh
And
my
using
God.
its ginormous fangs, it pierces through the silk wall and straight into your guts.
It's basically like a Discord mod.
But you
It's
get
living in the
it
basement, just eating Uber Eats. It never leaves its room.
The spider cuts a small opening in the tube and pull your corpse inside, sealing it again before it begins feeding.
Oh, that's it? That's not too bad. If dealing with spiders wasn't terrifyingly deadly enough, well, don't worry, guys, because now we're gonna be transforming the spiders into beetles. What could go wrong? Everything could go wrong.
Bug-sized man. Have
Hi.
you ever wondered what it's like to fight the deadliest beetles in the world?
Not like that.
Well, let's find out. Challenger 1. Rhinoceros beetles.
Oh my
This
goodness.
beetle is the longest beetle in the world, growing up to 7 inches thanks to their massive horns.
Oh,
They
okay.
intimidate their rivals and predators by making a hissing noise. But there's no way that's working on you, right? I
It
guess
might.
was wrong.
I get scared pretty easily.
Hercules beetle's actually quite slow on land, as its giant horn makes it difficult to move around.
Okay, guys, I would like to think, and I want you guys to also comment down below what you think about your own strength and capabilities when it comes to fighting these beetles, but I personally think that I could probably beat a rhinoceros beetle. I like to think of it like it's a giant, like a giant lard that can't really move around that fast because it's a giant bug and it's going to be kind of confused, A, about why it's so big, and B, it's going to be super slow with its movements because it's so big and it's going to be super stiff. So what I'm thinking I could do is probably run around it since I'll be fast and tiny and agile, and then I can jump up onto its back and then stab it with my sword in order to win. But yeah, comment down below what you guys would do.
Forgot to mention he can fly.
Oh gosh.
Clumsily, though.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Now you would think that a magnificent horn like this would do a great job at the old stabby. But his horn is actually made of 2 parts, the cephalic horn and the thoracic horn. They're lined with hair and spines, and when he moves his head up, it creates a secure pinch grip.
Oh
Actually,
God.
used to grab you, hoist you into the air, and suplex you into submission.
It's a professional sumo
Beetle then
wrestler.
approaches, ready for a snack after all that hard work. Here you go, boy.
What-
You did
wait.
a great job.
Oh, he eats bananas. Okay, cool, we're fine.
Turns out he's not carnivorous. He's just
Yes.
a peaceful beetle who eats fruit and sap, and occasionally beats up other beetles. In front of the ladies, of course.
Yeah, that's how they
Hercules
get the
beetles aren't
ladies.
The only horn beetles that exist. There's elephant beetles, Japanese rhino beetles, atlas beetles, and many, many more. Into the collection you go.
Okay, 1 beetle
Before we
down,
dive
lots
into
to go.
the 10 other unique beetles on this list, let's learn some beetle lore first. Did you know that the Hercules beetle started off as a slimy grub?
Oh yeah,
Beetle's
a
life
larvae.
cycle has 4 main stages. First, all beetles start off as an egg, which are usually laid near a suitable food source. Second, when the egg hatches, a larva emerges and gets to snacking right away. And not all of them
neat.
behave the same. The Hercules beetle larva feeds on rotting wood and leaves, but some other larvae are vicious, carnivorous predators.
Excuse me?
We'll
Yo!
get to them later. The main goal of the larva is to get as fat as possible, to store enough nutrients and energy for the 3rd stage in the cycle, the pupa stage.
I'm pretty sure that the Hercules, aka the rhinoceros beetle, has the longest pupa stage of all of the different beetles. And it's in its larva for 2 to 3 years, and then it could be in its pupa stage for even longer.
Fat grubber burrows into the soil to form a pupal chamber, where it breaks down and completely reorganizes its body, developing structures like stronger legs, wings, and a harder exoskeleton. And in
Wow.
the 4th and final stage, the fully formed adult beetle breaks out of its pupal case, ready to take on the world.
Pokemon evolution at its finest.
Dame un plátano, pero
Excuse me?
What? Challenger 2.
Next up,
Tiger
what
beetle.
is that, a
This is
tiger beetle?
The fastest running insect in the world. It can reach speeds of up to 5.6 miles per hour, which is about 125 times its body length per second. That's the equivalent of a human running 700 miles per hour. Basically
What?
the speed of a jet.
How is that even
It's
possible?
also one of the most aggressive beetles, equipped with curved serrated blades for mandibles that are quite large relative to their head.
So I am kind of curious, what makes a beetle because the rhinoceros beetle and this tiger beetle look way, way different than each other. So I did look it up, and apparently a beetle just has to have hardened front wings, chewing mouth parts, which I feel like every single animal and bug has. It needs a straight line down its back, a complete metamorphosis, which we just learned about, where it goes from the baby egg into the larva to the pupil, and then it hatches into a glorious beetle. And it also needs segmented bodies with at least 6 legs, and probably only 6 legs. So it needs to have the head, the thorax, the abdomen, and then 6 legs, and they usually have 2 antennae that'll pop out of the beetle's face.
Size. But why all this fancy weaponry, you may ask? Well, it's to dismember you limb from limb, of course. Unlike the Hercules beetle, this guy's carnivorous. Oh, I think he saw you.
I'm dead. I think I lose to this beetle. Oh, is that a Breath of the Wild sound effect?
It looks like you might have a chance of survival.
Wait, why? What happened?
The tiger beetle moves too fast for its own brain. There's
what?
not enough time to process visual inputs.
Are you
so
kidding
they
me?
temporarily go blind mid-sprint. Oh, he's back now.
Imagine you did that as a human. Imagine after you went on like a full-out sprint, you just had to stay there to buffer. That actually is kind of how I operate. Whenever I fully sprint, I do need a couple seconds to catch my breath and buffer. So I kind of understand this beetle.
Oh, we're back again. Apart from their visual processing speed, they're terrible with sharp turns.
Oh.
Looks like you've gotten away.
Wait, I might be able to actually... Oh.
Say hello to
God.
the tiger beetle larva, and they're just
What?
as silent as the adults. Their tactic is to burrow into the ground and wait patiently, and when prey like you stumbles along, they lurch out with lightning speed and grab you with their powerful pincers.
Okay, this is insane how the larva version of this beetle is way different than the actual full-sized adult version. I wonder if this is actually where Pokemon evolutions came from, because it's weirdly similar.
Pulling you inside. The larva has a hump with curved hooks that allows it to anchor itself in the tunnel. So there's
I do
no
not
way
like
for you to
that.
struggle out once it's latched
That is
on.
so
And
creepy.
all the while it's using its mandibles to dismember you and eat you.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I like it.
Challenge
I think
three.
it's kind of cool. What is that? Was that flames?
Toxic beetles.
Toxic
Next up, we
beetle.
have the second coolest beetle on this list, the Bombardier beetle. And inside its juicy booty is a toxic chemical weapons factory.
Oh no, of course it is.
Reservoirs inside the beetle's abdomen, one filled with hydroquinone and the other
Ew.
with hydrogen peroxide. When
That
threatened,
sounds
the
disgusting.
beetle squeezes these reservoirs, mixing the chemicals together in a chamber with a bunch of enzymes. The result is a violent exothermic reaction that
Okay, beetles are maybe my new favorite bug of all time. The fact that it has a laboratory inside of its butt is incredibly cool.
heats up to the boiling point of water and builds up a lot of pressure too. The beetle
Seriously?
releases this as a hot, noxious spray that can severely wound or even kill enemies.
It has
But you might
toxic
be
pee.
wondering, why doesn't this explosive beetle butt chemistry make him go? Well, a one-way valve prevents the pressure from going back into the beetle, ensuring
smart.
that it can only leave through one exit, the Bombardier beetle's butt turret. The weapon is more like a Gatling gun than a flamethrower, and each spray is made up of a series of many rapid pulses per second. This
Ew.
helps the beetle avoid overheating and damaging
What?
it. And unfortunately for you, it stores enough chemicals to repeat this pulsing spray for up to 20 times in a single fight.
So I'm gonna say it's safe to say that I would probably die to this beetle and basically my entire body would get toxicified.
Beetle's butt turret also has a 270-degree range of motion.
That is
meaning
insane.
It can protect itself from most angles. And if the boiling temperature wasn't unfair enough, one of the products of the reaction is benzoquinone, which is an irritant with a strong, stinky smell. So now you're in physical pain, the burns, and emotional pain because nobody wants to be around you.
That might be my new favorite beetle.
Challenge 4.
Ooh, underwater beetle. Water
Diving
beetle.
The
Ooh,
great
diving beetle.
beetle lives in freshwater ponds and lakes.
Oh, I've seen these all of the time. I grew up with an above ground pool, and you find these all of the time, at least where I used to live. I like to pick them up because they were harmless, and they also like have really good grip. Like, I don't know if you guys can see on their arms or their little legs, they have like these little pincher things that don't really hurt, but they're super, super powerful for gripping onto things. So I remember like putting them on my fingers because I was weird, and then they would be like impossible to get them off. I would be like, hey friend, do you want to get this off? And they would try, and it would be like really weird because it would just like stick to you. And the coolest part is they can also fly.
And they've developed a taste for seafood. Oh, come on, man! They can stay underwater for over 30 minutes using a bubble of air they've trapped under their wing covers as a scuba tank.
Ah,
And
that's
once it's
genius.
depleted, they stick their butt out of the water to replenish it. The beetles are quite agile, thanks to their
They breathe through their
paddle-like hind
butt.
legs, which are lined with long hairs to generate more thrust underwater. They use this speed to chase down prey like small fish and tadpoles. Then with their strong forelimbs and mandibles, they grab and tear them apart, all while spewing digestive juices.
Wait a second, so are you trying to tell me that this beetle, when it grabbed onto my finger, thought that I was a fish and it was technically trying to eat me? I don't remember that happening.
Ooh, you got him! Ew, that's smelly. As a defense mechanism, the beetle secretes foul-smelling chemicals. This can cause larger fish to puke them out, or even paralyze them. You've escaped this time. But you're not safe yet, because diving beetle larvae are even more of a...
No! Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Did you guys get your cookie plushie yet? Because if you guys didn't check them out yet, make sure you guys scan this QR code right here. Or you guys can head over to BeckBroJack.co. You guys are definitely gonna wanna go quick because my brother Dirt Boy already bought 300 of them from the last time that I saw you. So if you guys want one, you should go get one. Back to the video. Why are they so crazy?
Aggressive hunters, capable of overpowering prey much larger than them, even other adult diving beetles. Once they've pierced their prey, digestive juices are injected through a tube in the mandible, and the liquefied nutrient soup is slapped up. This vicious behavior grants them the very cool nickname of water tiger.
So guys, I do have a question for maybe some of you bug experts in the comments section. Can you comment on why sometimes the beetle larvae are bigger than the actual full adult beetle? Is it because they need like more energy, and in order to go from the larvae to the pupal to the adult stage, they need like a bunch of stored up calories in order to go through the metamorphosis? Is that why? Because it's kind of crazy to me that they wouldn't just stay in the larva stage, because it looks like they're bigger, they're more powerful, they're better at hunting than when they're in their full adult beetle stage.
Challenger 5. Indestructible beetles.
What are those?
Diabolical ironclad beetle.
Oh
Yep,
my
that's
gosh.
Ironclad because it's covered in almost indestructible armor, and diabolical because the guy who named it must have stubbed his toe on one. This is diabolical. The beetle can take a crushing force of 39,000 times its own body weight.
Are you kidding me?
Being stepped on by 500 African elephants. And
How can it
still
withstand
survive
that?
being run over by a car. The diabolical ironclad beetle has sacrificed flight, and instead, its wing covers are permanently fused together to form an impenetrable exoskeleton.
I kind of feel like that's worth it, especially because some beetles are not good at flying. So if I could trade flight for becoming indestructible, and I won't have to worry about getting stepped on or even eaten, then I would totally do that.
It's made up of multiple layers of tough chitin, interlocked in a jigsaw-like pattern that allows them to flex and absorb high impacts efficiently. Ironclad beetles can also live up to 8 years, which is way longer than the typical lifespan of most beetles.
I mean, they live up to their name as being indestructible, even to Father Time.
Basically dumped all of their stat points into defense and HP, the ultimate tank build. So I guess you're not winning this fight. But you're in luck, because this guy ain't winning either. Despite its evil-sounding name, the diabolical ironclad beetle is actually quite docile, and it plays dead whenever it gets threatened. Why don't we call it a draw for now? Although, it's probably playing dead right now for another reason.
Yeah, I think that I would probably also draw against that beetle. Even right now. Like, if I tried to fight that beetle, and I am full size, and that beetle is like the size of my thumb, I can't produce more power than a car running over this thing. So even now, in my normal size, it would still be a draw, which is kind of embarrassing for me. Also, what's going on with that duck?
If you're enjoying
That was weird.
the video so far, it would help me a lot if you could hit the like button. Thank you. Goodbye.
I did. Don't worry. I got you, dumb doggo.
Challenger 6. dung beetles.
Dung beetle!
Stinky little bugs covered in poop
Yes,
all day.
I
And
do.
you're right, but don't underestimate them, because they're actually one of the strongest creatures relative to their size.
I heard a fact about dung beetles that I will never forget, and it is that they can roll dung balls 50 times their weight. They can roll a giant ball of turd 50 times their body weight. How crazy is that?
Being able to pull 1,141 times their own body weight. That's like you being able to pull a fully loaded Boeing 737 by yourself.
Yeah, bugs are built different, especially
Dung
beetles.
have a super sensitive sense of smell, which is great for finding new piles of poop. Their whole world revolves around it. They eat poop, live in poop, and raise their stinky little lava babies in poop. Different species show different behaviors. Rollers roll the dung ball to a safe spot, bury it. Tunnelers burrow into the dung piles and live in the tunnels underneath, and dwellers literally just live in the dung pile.
Isn't it incredibly cool how on this entire planet there's so many different types of animals and creatures and bugs and there's mushrooms and different things and bacterias, and we all live together harmoniously, except when people are doing bad stuff to the environment. But other than that, all of the animals live together in harmony, and then you got this thing. You got a beetle that eats, lives, and breathes poop. Like, how amazing is that?
Once a roller has captured a ball, they can't be stopped. Literally, the beetle rolls its ball in a straight line no matter the obstacles.
Wait a
If it gets
second.
knocked off course, it gets up on its little poop perch and uses the sun, the moon, or light from the Milky Way galaxy to reorient itself.
Okay, that is incredibly cool. It is an astronomer. It's Sisyphus
Dung
as
beetles
an
usually
astronomer.
aren't very aggressive, but they get serious once you threaten to steal their poop ball. It's like
I
a
don't
game of
think
King
I
of
want
the
to.
Hill, where the beetle stands on its ball and defends it against the other
It's my poop! Back up!
Unfortunately, the dung beetle's love of poop is also their greatest weakness. Their
Wait, why?
predator, the burrowing owl, purposely collects poop from other animals and
No!
places it around their burrows as bait.
Are
This
you
attracts
kidding me?
them for an all-you-can-eat beetle, but
That just goes into my point of how amazing planet Earth is. Not only is there the dung beetle that lives, eats, and breathes poop, there is an owl that learned this and then picks up the poop, puts it near its house, and then just waits for the beetles to come.
buffet.
Insane. I could probably beat it in a fight, though. All I gotta do is just set a trap with some poop. What is that? Okay, that is too big.
Beetles.
Nah, I'm
Titan
good.
beetle is the biggest beetle in the world.
Whoa.
Don't look at that guy. His horn doesn't count. Anyways, Titan beetles can grow up to 6.5 inches long. And
Okay,
their
that's
large
too big for a
mandibles
beetle.
produce enough force to snap
Nah.
a pencil in half.
That beetle is gonna
Of course,
beat me
they
up.
have no problem cutting into human flesh too.
Well, why?
These
Why
guys
is that?
eat to get this big? Well, actually, nothing. Adult Titan beetles don't eat. In fact, they don't
What?
even have digestive enzymes.
Wait, what?
It's speculated that as larvae, they store enough energy to last their entire adult stage of life.
Okay, so that does lead into my theory that I'm thinking now might be fact, that the larva stage is meant for getting as much food and probably mass as possible, and then when it turns into an adult, it doesn't really have to worry about that as much.
And I say speculate because Titan beetle larvae have never been found in the wild. And
What?
none have been bred in captivity either.
Wait,
We
how
don't
not?
even know what they look like. Adult Titan beetles only live
I don't
for
wanna
a few
know.
weeks before they burn through all their energy supplies. So to beat these guys in a fight, all you have to do is evade them until they
Oh.
eventually flop over and die.
Okay, maybe I could do that then.
I won.
Okay, I'll beat it
won.
by way of running. People are not gonna be too excited. Oh no, please don't be a rhino beetle.
There's
What a-
actually another contender for biggest beetle if you go by sheer weight.
What
The
are we
Goliath
talking about?
beetle.
Of
They
course
come in
there
at a
is.
whopping 50 grams, and the larva
What?
is chunkier, weighing
Ew.
100 grams.
No.
Luckily, both of these guys aren't carnivorous, so as long as you're not trying to steal their food or their mates, they're pretty
Okay.
docile. and you
Okay,
can
stay away
save
from the
without
food
a
and the mate.
Can't
Got
say
it.
the same about the next one, though.
Next
Challenger
up, we
eight.
have tiger beetle.
Epomus beetles. To
Oh,
the filthy casual, the Epomus beetle might look like any other regular beetle, but
Yeah,
you
kind
should
of.
know better by now.
why?
Actually, I'll let you take a break for this one.
Is it poisonous?
Doggo, I have another victim in mind.
What-
You see,
what is
throughout
that?
beetle history, there's been one slimy predator that has terrorized every bug in existence. A relentless, bottomless bug vacuum. The
Frog.
Now we're about to see the predator become prey.
Wait a second, this thing eats
This
frogs?
tale of revenge begins as a tiny lava. In the presence of a frog, the opponent's lava acts all weak and helpless.
Oh,
wiggling its
no.
antenna around pathetically.
Eat me!
Eat me! Vivian is baited into thinking it's an easy meal, and it'll
Idiot.
let the down and
You
lunges.
fool!
And
You're
that's
so
the
dumb.
last mistake this frog will ever make. The lava dodges and immediately
What?
counterattacks by sinking its creepy double-hooked mandibles deep into the frog's slimy flesh.
That's actually incredible because I'm sure you guys have seen slow-mo videos of frogs like spewing their tongue at bugs to try to capture them, and it goes fast. Like if you blink, you're gonna miss it. So the fact that this thing has the reflexes and the agility to be able to dodge that, this thing must be insanely fast. And for those reasons, I don't think I'm gonna beat it in a fight.
There's no chance for the frog to struggle free as the lava
Whoa.
slowly slurps up its body fluids,
Wha-
eating
Ew.
it completely. Even if
What?
the frog managed to swallow the lava, it's been known to
It's-
latch on from the inside.
So it's a
usually
juice
causing
box.
it to be violently regurgitated. And
Wow.
ready to attack the frog again.
Oh my
Once the
goodness.
lava transforms into an adult, it doesn't even bother with the bait and switch playstyle anymore. Instead, it relentlessly hunts the frog down and latches onto its back. And
Okay,
then,
that is
using its
wild.
mandibles like scissors, it cuts through the muscles and tendons of the hind legs,
What?
enabling the
No!
frog's ability to jump and escape. Then
What?
it can take its sweet leisurely time to eat the frog alive. In my opinion, this is the coolest beetle on the list. But get back in there.
I mean, yeah,
It's
that's the
deadly beetles
deadliest
are
beetle on the list. If a beetle can beat a frog, that beetle is the best. Who dat?
Beetles. Stag
Oh.
beetles are most notable for their giant pinchy mandibles.
They look so
come in
cool.
all different shapes and sizes. The largest of them is the giraffe stag beetle, with long serrated mandibles that are quite scary. When challenged, the first thing a stag beetle does is intimidate its opponent.
I'm starting to realize that a lot of beetles are named after animals in the animal kingdom, like giraffe, rhino, dung.
By rearing up onto
Okay,
its
maybe not that
forelegs
one.
and spreading its jaws. If the opponent doesn't
Tiger
knock down,
beetle.
then the fight begins. I think you can probably guess what's gonna happen next, though.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Just like Hercules beetles, stag beetles aren't carnivorous, so it just leaves you alone after it's broken your back. But it must
Oh,
be quite
thanks.
hard to get the food when you're blocked by these things all the time. Another stag beetle species known as Darwin's beetle is famous for their treetop battles during mating season. While fighting for
Whoa.
a mate, they use their mandibles to hook onto their opponent's wing covers for leverage. to keep
Okay.
them off the tree.
Beetle battles are so much fun.
In reality, though, the stag beetle's jaws look a lot worse than they actually are. They can only pinch and not bite,
Oh,
so they're not
that's
actually
good.
that painful.
So a lot of beetles, from what we're learning, their big mandibles are mainly just for grabbing, picking up, and then throwing other beetles or whatever it is that they're up against off of some high area.
Challenger 10. Imposter beetles.
Wait,
This
ladybugs?
beetle looks kinda cute
Nope.
with its fluffy antenna and chunky build, but don't
Ladybugs are beetles, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. I mean, they're bugs, but they're actually tiny baby beetles.
be fooled. They're the most devious critters on this list. It all starts when the antness beetle comes across a worker ant. Oh, come on. The beetle secretes pheromones, which the ants go crazy for. And at the same time, they also use an acoustic mechanism to imitate the sounds of a queen ant.
Whoa.
It smells like an ant, it sounds like an ant, but it sure doesn't look like an ant. Must be an ant.
What?
Beetle waltzes right into the ant nest, where it's treated like royalty.
Are you
Gets
kidding
a
me?
free spa day as it receives plenty of grooming from the worker ant.
Okay, if I had to become any beetle, which I know is not the point of today's video, but if I had to, it would be this one. It would either be this one or probably the dung beetle.
It gets free babysitters as the ants feed and care for all the eggs the beetle
No
lays.
way.
It also gets plenty of free meals, as the beetle repays all the ants' kindness by eating them instead.
I mean, yeah, that's what they get for being so dumb.
Somebody keeps eating all our eggs. Who do you think it is?
I don't know. I guess there is one thing the ants get out of this deal, though. If a predator or ants from another colony try to invade, the beetle whips out its explosive butt spray to defend the nest.
That's pretty
Similar
good.
to the bombardier beetle.
Wouldn't the ants, I mean, I know that ants are not very smart when it comes to maybe noticing things like that, but if I was an ant and I saw my queen ant start shooting people with explosive turds, I might start asking some questions.
Challenger 11.
What do we got next?
Blister beetles.
Blister
Our final
beetle.
challenger. Why don't you
Hello.
give it a pack?
I'm good, actually.
Right?
Oh, okay then.
I feel like he will bite. Did I just get a
Looks like you're gonna
rash?
Take Nature 101. If it's got bright spots, don't touch it. Blister
Yeah.
beetles produce a toxic chemical in their bug blood called cantharidin, which causes
Ew.
painful welts and blisters to form all over your skin upon contact.
ooze
Many
chemicals.
species are aposematic, meaning they have bright colors on them to deter predators. Nice of them to warn you, but not all of them though.
What's up with that
Blisters
one?
form after an hour or so, and in most cases heal in about a week. But if you decide to crush the beetles up into a powder and eat them that way instead, you'd feel severe stomach pain and nausea, followed by
Another fun fact about these beetles is that the toxic thing that they produce is actually used in some medicines, which is kind of cool.
blisters in your mouth and throat. Depending on how many you ate, in a few hours you might have kidney damage and you could even die from organ failure. How did
From
people
one
find this
beetle?
out? Well, it's said that the ancient Romans and Greeks thought it was an aphrodisiac because
Oh,
apparently being
no.
on the brink of organ failure felt like arousal to them.
Oh,
Modern world, however, blister
What?
beetles are huge pests. They eat the leaves off of crops like potatoes and tomatoes, and even worse, they can get into the food source of livestock, like hay for horses. Who do you think would win? One horse or a couple of stinky beetles? Well,
Beetles.
ingesting just 4 grams of blister beetles can actually be fatal for the horse. I guess technically there was no winner in that.
that must be so scary because I swear these beetles are probably everywhere and they eat the hay of the horses that the horses are supposed to be eating. So you probably have hay bales filled with these beetles that are toxic.
Apart from the chemical defenses, blister beetles don't have much going for them. They've got small mandibles that aren't very good at fighting, and their exoskeleton is pretty weak. Maybe this is a fight you can actually win.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could probably win,
Maybe not.
but I might die trying.
Collection's finally complete.
How are we supposed to deal with this? Honestly, let's make things a little bit easier and let's give ourselves superpowers. So let's watch a video on how we can actually get them.
Humans have adapted to the most extreme environments on Earth over thousands of generations. And then there's you. Me? And your only adaptation is this pudgy tubby.
Hey!
Let's see how you compare against real superhumans from extreme environments.
Don't talk about my
Number
tummy!
7, superhumans of the deep sea.
What?
First, we're heading to the islands of Southeast Asia. And remember, the deep sea is very dangerous for regular people like you.
That is true. I don't think I could hold my breath for more than 60 seconds. Comment down below how long you guys can hold your breath.
Let's see how long you last. The moment your face hits the cold water, your diving reflex kicks in. Your heart rate slows by up to 25% to save energy. Your
Really?
blood vessels constrict, redirecting blood to vital organs, and
What?
your spleen acts as a biological scuba tank, pumping
Thanks,
extra
spleen.
oxygen-rich blood cells into your bloodstream.
I love you,
Despite all
spleen.
these amazing adaptations, you're dead.
Oh!
2 minutes. Not
Oops.
bad, but not even close to the superhumans of the sea. The Summer Bajau people, who are the closest we have to Aquaman.
I've actually watched a video about these guys already, and they are pretty much superhumans. I'm pretty sure these guys can hold their breath for up to 15 to 20 minutes at a time. They're super quick and agile in the water, and they're fishermen, which kind of makes sense because their entire job is being underwater to catch fish to either feed their family or sell in local markets.
They live a hunter-gatherer lifestyle and have been reported to be able to hold their breath underwater for over 10 minutes at
That's
a time.
insane!
Spending a total of almost 8 hours a day submerged underwater. They have
Their
extremely
office is
low
the
body
ocean.
fat, making them negatively buoyant, allowing them to run effortlessly across the seabed to hunt fish. You, on the other hand, are extremely positively buoyant.
No, I would just float
As you go deeper
like a
underwater,
buoy.
pressure increases significantly, and diving deep too quickly can cause your eardrums to tear. Regular divers prevent
That is true. Any single time that I drop below like 8 feet in any sort of pool or the ocean or like a lake or whatever it is, my ears feel like they're about to explode. So how do these guys not have that happen?
this by gently blowing through their ears to equalize pressure. But the summer bajau say, who needs eardrums?
Hey, what? They don't have
They
eardrums?
purposely obliterate their eardrums at a young age, so they basically have no ear pressure problems.
What?
Only ear hearing problems. Huh? When you're underwater for too long, carbon
So they can't
dioxide
hear.
levels in your blood begin to
What?
rise. This triggers the body's panic reflex, causing you to take a fresh breath of water. The
Ew.
summer bajau, however, have a gene mutation that suppresses this reflex, allowing them to stay calm underwater for longer. Other
So literally, they not only have trained their bodies, but part of their DNA has adapted to this pretty intense lifestyle, which is crazy to think about because they've probably been doing this for generation after generation, and it seems like it's just going to keep getting better and better. Like the more that these people sort of do this and have kids with, you know, people in the culture, they'll just be able to hold their breath longer, swim better, until eventually, let's say if we fast forward like thousands of years, they might actually start to like grow fins or have like fish tails or even start to grow gills. That would be cool.
genetic mutations they have include a gene which provides increased constriction of their blood vessels,
Epic.
and one which gives them a spleen that's 50% larger than regular humans.
Okay, what?
Anyways, let's get
They're
out of
so
here,
much
'cause we
cooler
got
than me.
6 more superhumans to learn about. Number 6, superhumans of the jungle. Welcome
Jungle
to the
superhuman.
African rainforest in the Congo Basin, where everything wants to either bite you, sting you, infect you, or eat you.
Yeah, there's basically no reason that humans should be able to live in the rainforest because of that. All of the things are trying to kill you.
The thick rainforest canopy above blocks most sunlight, making it incredibly easy to get lost.
I can't
The air
see.
is hot and very humid, to the point where your sweat can't even evaporate to cool you down. So instead, you continue to heat up, causing you to sweat some more, heat up, sweat, heat
Oh,
up,
God.
sweat, die of dehydration.
Is that how,
But don't
what?
worry, the
That's how it works?
superhumans of the rainforest
It's just like the SpongeBob where he's in Sandy Cheek's dome and he needs water, but he doesn't want to tell anybody that he actually does need water.
are here to save the day.
Hello. Hi. Why are you so tiny?
Standing at a mighty 4 feet and 11 inches tall, the African pygmies make their small stature
What?
their superpower. Being this small allows the pygmies to generate less heat and sweat, reducing the chance of dehydration, while also making it easier to navigate the dense undergrowth.
That is so
In an
cool.
environment where food is scarce, a compact body requires less resources to survive. But sometimes the pygmies stumble upon the ultimate jackpot, a beehive filled with delicious honey. But
Wait,
there's
can
the
they
catch.
climb trees?
It's 40 meters up a tree, armed with
40
nothing but an
meters?
axe and a loop of tree vine.
No.
The pygmies fearlessly scale
What?
the tree, hacking footholds in as they go. And
Guys, the honey cannot be that good. Seriously, I've had honey. There is nothing in my mind that makes me want to do this. Even though honey is good, it's not let's climb a 40-meter tree good. But, I mean, I guess they kind of have to.
after battling a bunch of bees, they finally secure the goods.
Food, finally.
On to the next location.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, and like the video, it's for Number 5,
What?
superhumans of the ice. We're
Vikings!
zooming all the way out to the Arctic, where the warmest days are 10 degrees Celsius and the coldest days are minus 40 degrees Celsius. When
Okay, humans are the most incredible creatures of all time. How are they able to survive in that sort of environment? I thought nobody lived in the North Pole other than Santa.
your body temperature drops below 35 degrees Celsius, you start to experience hypothermia. First comes the shivering, and your blood vessels constrict to keep vital organs warm. But this causes your extremities to become too cold, making them freeze and die due to frostbite. At this point, your brain has probably started to fail too, causing confusion, memory loss, and maybe even some fun hallucinations. Some people get so delirious
not
that
good.
they actually strip naked,
What
which
the-
sure helps them keep warm.
I mean, that's how you know you've lost your mind in the Arctic Circle, is when you start taking off clothes instead of putting on clothes and building a fire and booking a plane ticket back to Hawaii.
That's where the superhumans of the ice come in. Do you know it, people? Their short, stocky build minimizes surface area, helping them retain more heat. They also have more blood rushing through their fingers and toes, reducing the chance of frostbite freezing them off. By consuming fatty meat from seals and fish, they build up an insulating layer of fat. But while most people primarily have white fat, the Inuit people have an abundance of brown fat, which is packed with specialized mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, turning them into a human furnace. Because of all these adaptations, the Inuit people can maintain a metabolic rate of up to 200% higher than an average person.
So basically what you're saying, if me or anybody watching, unless you're an Inuit, decides that they want to go to the North Pole, they are going to freeze very, very quickly. Even if we had like the perfect gear and materials, eventually we're just not going to be able to last those extreme conditions. Meanwhile, the Inuit people have actual blubber on their body. That is insanely cool.
Meaning they're able to maintain a toasty core temperature without even needing to shiver. But don't worry, the next location will definitely warm you up. Number 4, superhumans of the desert.
Oh my gosh,
we're on the opposite side of the temperature spectrum, the scorching hot African desert. And you're giving us a lovely demonstration of hyperthermia in action. First comes the heat exhaustion, heavy sweating, rapid breathing, and your pulse racing. Your blood vessels also dilate, trying desperately to dump heat through your skin. But eventually you progress to heat stroke, where you become so dehydrated that you stop sweating entirely.
I'm kind of curious because a lot of these superhuman abilities are basically just the result of, years and years of evolution of people being stuck in these extreme environments so that their body has to adapt, which is one of our best traits as humans, is that we're very adaptable to different environments. But how long did it take? Because you think, like, humans have been around for, 50 to 300,000 years, but how long did some of these adaptations take to actually develop and form in some of these different groups of humans? Did it take a couple hundred years? Did it take thousands? And what is it going to look like in a couple hundred or 1,000 years? You would think it's just going to get more and more extreme until maybe eventually we have different subspecies of humans that are in these different environments.
Your organs start to fail and your brain starts shutting down, leading to confusion, aggression, seizures, and finally, unconsciousness.
That sounds like a fun Tuesday night.
Extreme conditions are no problem for the superhumans of the desert. The Maasai tribe.
Hello.
They average around 6 feet tall and have longer, skinnier limbs that help with better heat dissipation through more surface area.
For those of you guys that did not know, I think the average height for males around the world is 5'8". So these guys, on average, are 6 inches taller.
They also have a crazy diet of raw meat, raw milk, and raw blood from cows, which helps them maintain their extremely low body fat and naturally lower body temperature. And their dark skin provides stronger protection against sunburn. All of these adaptations help them sweat and pee less than normal people to conserve water. And one more superpower is that these guys can jump super high.
What the?
Looking a bit
are they
thirsty,
flying?
aren't you? Well, let's get you something to drink. Number 3, superhumans of poison.
Okay,
next we find ourselves in the Andes Mountains at Uru Lake in Bolivia, which is...
Okay, I kind of want to guess this one, but I honestly don't know. What would the superhuman of poison be? My first thought is that there's a group of people that, in order to survive in this certain area, they have to eat things that are just naturally poisonous, like poison berries or poison roots, or stuff like that, where most people would get sick and maybe die from some of that sort of stuff. Or maybe it's even the animals are poisonous. There's poisonous snakes or poisonous insects that over time, their body is just more immune and has more anti-venom naturally in their body compared to you and I. That's the only 2 things I can think of.
Is known for being full of toxic arsenic.
Hey, what?
Arsenic naturally occurs in
I was so wrong.
But rain and mining operations release significant amounts of it into the surrounding rivers and lakes.
Oh,
and
no.
now that toxic arsenic is in you. First, your
pretty
body tries
bad.
to get rid of the toxins through both exits.
Oh.
Then comes the numbness, abdominal pain, and muscle cramps. With long-term exposure, your skin color changes, and lesions start popping up on your
That
skin.
seems
You
terrible.
start developing hard patches in your palms and the soles of your feet, and not to mention the increased risk of cancer, diabetes, and heart problems too.
So wait, you're not gonna tell me that there's a group of people that have been consuming this poison water and now they're immune? Is that possible?
Why isn't she dying yet? Well, that's because over thousands of years, the Uru people have developed a genetic cheat code for poison resistance.
Thousands
the
of years.
AS3MP gene helps detoxify arsenic, allowing the Uru people to pee it out faster. So
Wow.
it spends less time in their body, meaning less harmful effects on their health. But rising pollution levels, frequent drying up of the lakes, and long-term exposure to arsenic have unfortunately forced many Uru people to abandon their homes in recent times.
Oh, that's
but
terrible.
I hope you're all hydrated now, because we're off to even higher mountains.
Wait, where?
Number 2, superhumans of the mountains. We're at Mount Everest Base Camp, 5,000 meters above sea level.
Wait a second, people live on Mount Everest? I know that thousands of people go and they go to the top and they're like, yay, I did it. I conquered planet Earth. And then they go back down, but people live there? How do they live there? There's like no oxygen up there. Yeah, see, he's
I guess
dying.
That makes sense, because at elevations of just 2,500 meters, many people start experiencing altitude sickness. The air up here is thin, and has way less oxygen than your body is used to, which leads to headaches, dizziness, and vomiting. And in extreme cases, fluid can build up in your lungs and brain, causing
I remember I was in like Colorado in Denver, which is a mile above sea level, which is a lot higher than a lot of other cities. And I remember feeling like kind of dizzy. And if I went on like a little walk, I felt out of breath a lot faster compared to where I usually live. So I can't even imagine being even higher than that.
shortness of breath, severe confusion, and even death. Even being physically fit won't save you up here. Not that that's relevant in your case.
Why was he
but there
cheeked up?
have been instances where highly trained mountaineers have died from altitude sickness. The real superhumans are the ones that accompany
That's why I
these
don't do it.
mountaineers. The Sherpa. They're able
Get
to
up,
pull
sir.
in more oxygen than the average person due to their naturally larger lung capacity and faster breathing. A gene
Kirby.
mutation also allows them to use this oxygen more efficiently, giving them superior stamina. It's for these
Wow.
reasons that the Sherpas are a necessity for people looking to summit Mount Everest. They lead the climbs, carry heavy loads, and provide first aid, all
So these guys are like legit superhumans. I know that that's entirely what the video is about, but like that is insanely cool. Imagine you're just with some dude trying to climb Mount Everest and like you're struggling to even breathe and he's like jogging up the mountain carrying all of your stuff. I would feel so embarrassed.
while your sorry butt is struggling to survive. Oh, we made it though. Wow, look at that view.
Epic.
That's where we're going next.
Where is that space? Are we about to go
Number
into
one,
space?
superhumans of space.
I knew it.
Our final destination, the International Space Station.
Yeah, not many people have been in the International Space Station. I think that it's honestly under 50 people in all of humanity have ever been to the International Space Station because A, it's tiny, B, you need to be like a certain type of person in order to even survive up there in the first place, and C, when you're up there, there's such weird conditions, such as no gravity, so your body literally doesn't know what to do, and your muscles start to atrophy, which means like they just completely start to eat away at themselves. You're not using all of your body as much, so your entire body starts to like shrivel up like a raisin.
In this zero-gravity environment, there's no load being placed on your body, so it says, hey, I don't really need me anymore, do I? And then it proceeds to turn your muscles to jelly and weaken your bones. Zero gravity
Raisin.
changes your blood distribution too, giving you a balloon head and chicken legs. Even with our fancy space station shielding, you're getting bombarded with over 50 times the radiation than on Earth.
Oh,
and
that's
because
not
microgravity messes up how your digestive system works, you a lot more too.
Oh.
Right now, there are no superhumans that have genetically adapted to life in space. But rather than waiting for natural selection to take its course over thousands of years, let's borrow from all the superhumans we've met so far. In you
Yes.
go. First, we'll add a Sherpa in for genes for better oxygen efficiency, and
Okay.
a BeckBroJack in for superior breath-holding abilities.
Yeah, that would be pretty
From the
cool.
Maasai tribe, we'll grab the genes that help conserve water, but not the
Okay.
height genes. Can you sit down?
Yeah, we need you to be
Instead, we'll
tiny.
take the Pygmies' compact and lightweight build. As it
Tinier is
requires less
better.
Resources to sustain, and also saves on rocket fuel. We can't forget the mutations from this video: the DLX3 gene for indestructible bones, and the MSTN gene for super strength and muscle preservation. And for radiation resistance, there's research which shows that extra P53 genes help to repair and protect DNA from damage.
Okay.
And lastly, why not throw in some plant DNA too, to allow you to create food via photosynthesis?
Is that even possible? I guess this is our ideal human being with
Back to
all of the
space.
superpowers. What the
Wakey,
alien?
wakey.
E.T. Hello. Oh my lord.
doing?
Oh my god.
I feel powerful, Doggo.
Oh yeah, I didn't fix your flatulence.
Thank you, Doggo.
Oh my gosh. Yes, frockin'
See ya
farts.
next time.
So I'll be honest, I was taking notes that entire video, and I don't think I'm gonna be getting superpowers anytime soon. So instead, we'll be checking out the smartest animals in all of human history.
Trust your life in the 4 opposable thumbs of a baboon?
No.
If you were aboard
Maybe.
a train bound for Cape Town in the 1880s, there's a good chance that was exactly what you were doing.
Wait a second, are you about to tell me that there was a baboon managing a train?
Meet Jack, the
Seriously?
signal man.
There's no way.
A baboon responsible for preventing trains from crashing into each other.
They couldn't just pay a person to do this job?
Job in the first place. Well, it all started with a man named James Jumper Wide. He was a signalman who was famous for jumping between rail cars.
Pretty epic.
Until he fell.
Oh.
And lost both of his legs.
Ooh. Oh.
Although he built
God.
himself some pegs for legs and a makeshift wheelchair,
Peg
Jumper
leg.
thought his career as a signalman was over. Until he stumbled across Jack the Baboon, who had been trained to push an ox cart. After much begging and pleading with the owner, he bought Jack the Baboon and took him home.
Interesting. So he saw Jack the baboon and then realized, this baboon is smart. Maybe I could teach him how to do my job so that... Wait, why did he want to teach him how to do his job? What was he going to do? Because he can't jump on more trains. He doesn't have any legs.
Jack turned out to be an alcoholic.
Wait, what?
Anything unless he was given a few drops of booze.
What?
And so, with enough encouragement, Jumper was able to train him to push his wheelchair to work.
Oh no, what is that? What is that little baboon butt?
Hard at work at the levers every single day. Approaching trains would blow a certain number of whistles, which corresponded to the track they wanted to be transferred to. And Jumper would hobble around with great difficulty and set the right levers for the train. And
Okay.
just by observing, Jack was able to learn and memorize these sequences. It didn't
Wait, I didn't realize that an animal was able to learn just by watching. I thought that most animals needed some sort of treat in order to learn, similar to like how you treat a dolphin how to do tricks, or a dog or a cat. When you show them how to do the thing, then you give them a treat as positive reinforcement. So this baboon was so smart that it didn't even need positive reinforcement. It already had the alcohol ready. So I guess it already was positively reinforced, and then it just knew to follow whatever this man did. And then it was able to do the job. That is impressive. I don't even know if I could figure that out.
take long till Jumper let him try flipping the levers himself. And soon, Jumper had given the monkey full control.
This
But it
feels a
didn't
little
take long
unsafe.
for railway authorities to receive a complaint from a passenger, and after confirming the ridiculousness for themselves, fired the pair on the spot.
Wait, how do you fire the baboon? The baboon was never hired to begin with, was he?
Pleaded with authorities to let Jack prove his abilities, and after harassing them for days, they eventually agreed
No.
to give him a chance.
Really?
Jack's performance left them speechless. In fact, Jack had performed so well that they made him an official employee of the railway, with a salary
Wait,
of
what?
20 cents a day and a half a bottle of beer weekly.
That's
I don't know what Jack
insanely
needed the
cool.
money for, but he
Yeah,
definitely
right.
made good use of that alcohol.
Wait a second, does that mean that this monkey is like one of the only monkeys in history that had to pay taxes? Is that what we're saying?
And after being employed for 9 years in the railway, Jack never made a single mistake, performing
Not
his job
even one.
better than a human could.
Wow.
He eventually died of tuberculosis in 1890, and his skull resides in Albany Museum to this day.
Oh, but memorizing a bunch of lemur positions is easy.
Well, why don't we...
Wait, no, that is not what I am saying. That seems extremely difficult and also very dangerous. I can't believe that humans let a monkey do a job that could potentially lead to a train in a disastrous moment. Like, if anything went wrong, trains could collide. So that is insane. I feel like the humans were stupid for letting the baboon do it, but the baboon ended up being smarter than the humans.
Play a memory game, then.
Hey guys, it's me again. You just saw me 2 seconds ago, but if you guys have been watching the video for this long, you guys are now officially members of the Cookie Club. As a member of the Cookie Club, you guys seriously need to get your very own cookie plushie. Like, there's no way you guys have watched this video for over an hour and haven't scanned this QR code right here, or checked out BeckBroJack.co. If you already did it, great. If not, definitely go check it out, and make sure you guys use code Bessie for 10% off. All right, Cookie Club, let's get back to the video.
I'm gonna show you 5 random numbers between 1 and 9, and I'll hide them after a short amount of time, and you need to recall their positions in ascending order. We'll start easy. Ready, set, go.
Okay, 9, 2, 6, 3. Okay, so it's this one's 9, 2, 6, 3. I forget what the top one was. So 9. This one's 2. You guys can't even see what I'm doing, but okay, this one was 2. This one was 3. This one was 6. So it goes bang. This one, this one, this one, this one.
So get your answers ready
right
now. If it was 2, 3, 6, 8, and 9,
I did it. Yes!
Most of you got that. Now, let's ramp up the difficulty.
Wait,
Ready,
what do you mean?
Set, go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess none of you got that one.
No, wait.
But guess what? Ayumu,
did I?
the chimpanzee.
I don't know if I did.
Ayumu is a part of the eye research project in Kyoto University.
How does it know?
Really good at this memory test. I mean, look at that speed.
Wait, what?
Look at that technique.
What the? How is he? What the?
The project
How did he do that?
Started to research Ayumu's mum, Chimpanzee Eye, the first chimp in the world able to represent numbers with Arabic numerals, and she even liked to paint for fun.
She painted the Mona Lisa?
Brain mum, but
the monkey Lisa?
Son. Ayumu answered the memory test correctly with an accuracy of 79% on average, maintaining his accuracy even with shorter test times.
That is crazy.
Subjects on the same test, and well, this is what their graph looked like.
Pretty bad, right?
These results made it seem like young chimpanzees have a much better working memory than humans, but some scientists disagree with this, saying,
"You will have more practice time."
So, in another experiment, the humans had time to practice the task first. And after 2,500 trials,
that's
they
a lot.
were just able to match Ayumu's accuracy levels. I expected a bit
so
more
they were
out
the
of
same.
Humans, to be honest. Shouldn't they be way better with numbers than a chimpanzee?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Speaking of numbers, Clever Hans was a horse from Berlin in the 1900s who...
Hold on, wait a second. Okay, so I understand monkeys and different types of monkeys being, you know, pretty smart compared to humans. We've all heard that before because they're kind of closely related to us. So it makes sense because they have, you know, tools that they can make. They have their own communication. They clearly understand math and numbers. But a horse? Horses can do that too.
Seemingly had the ability to do quick math. His owner would ask him a question, and Clever Hans would answer by tapping his hoof the correct number of times.
He could... Okay, that's a neat party trick. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that.
Education thought so too, because they conducted an official scientific investigation into Hans's abilities. A man named Oscar Funks designed the experiment and hypothesized that Hans's owner was sneakily sending him signals. So he made a random stranger...
Okay, even if he was secretly sending him signals, that is still pretty impressive if they are able to deceive a giant group of people. Even if they aren't doing it, you know, legitimately. If you know, the horse is looking at the guy and the guy is giving a fun hand signal and the horse knows how many times to tap, that is still pretty impressive for a horse.
To ask the questions instead. But Hans was still able to nail the answers.
Okay, that's even more impressive.
Funks then used blinders on Hans so he couldn't see the questioner, and his ability to answer the questions plummeted. In some cases, he would even keep tapping his hoof on the ground indefinitely.
But why?
Why couldn't he answer correctly when he couldn't see the questioner? Funks
I'm confused.
had an idea. He asked Hans a question that he himself didn't know the answer to. And amazingly, Hans proceeded to do this again. The conclusion Funk came to was that Hans was able to pick up on subtle, involuntary gestures from the questioner when his answer reached the right number.
Oh, okay, so the guy was technically giving signals, but it was involuntary. So he didn't do it on purpose, but when Hans would get to the answer, like if it was 16 divided by 4 and the answer was 4, as soon as, you know, Hans tapped 4 times, then the person, the trainer, would like twitch or something, and then Hans would know that he should stop and that he got it right, because he probably also got a treat.
He was so good at detecting these minute postural changes that the questioners themselves were totally unaware that they were doing them.
That is pretty impressive.
Hans may not have been a big brain maths genius, but he was a genius at reading people's body language.
He was a psychologist horse.
Humans themselves are notoriously bad at.
Interesting.
Imagine Hans as a detective, though.
Where are the drugs going?
I swear.
Yeah, you're lying. Oh, no, no.
Parents coined the term the clever Hans effect, where an animal predicts what someone wants them to do without actually understanding their own actions. For this
Interesting.
reason, it's important to conduct animal experiments in a double-blind fashion, where nobody knows what the expected results are.
I see.
Hey, Alex.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
In 1977, animal psychologist Dr. Irene Pepperberg bought an African gray parrot from a pet store. She named him Alex.
So I know for a fact that African gray parrots are really good at mimicking different sounds. So if you say something to it, it's really good at saying it back to you. And sometimes you can even have like conversations with it if you can teach it enough words. Supposedly it knows as many words as like a 2 to 3 year old toddler could, which is pretty impressive.
Short for Avian Learning Experiment. And over the next
Alex.
30 years, she proceeded to make him the smartest animal in the world.
What?
Alex had a spoken vocabulary of over 100 words, but instead of just imitating words, he seemed to have an understanding of what they actually meant.
See, that is where it's taken to the next level, because a lot of parrots are able to parrot the words that you're saying back to you. If I say subscribe, you can say subscribe back. Super easy, but you might not understand what subscribe means, which is, you know, you go over to the red subscribe button and then you click the subscribe button. If you didn't know what it meant, then now you do. But anyway, this bird usually doesn't know what it's saying. It just knows how to mimic the sounds of what it's saying. It doesn't understand the meaning behind it. So this bird did, which is kind of weird.
He could label objects correctly based on their shape,
What?
size, color, or material.
I
and
couldn't even do that
create
until I was
his own
12.
ones, like when he was shown an apple for the first time and called it a banary, combining two words he had already
That's so
learned,
cool.
banana and cherry.
Okay, who's in favor of letting this parrot name future fun things? Because that would be incredibly awesome if a parrot was in charge of naming stuff.
Ooh, look at the smart bird brain. Alex also showed genuine anger or surprise when the researchers tried to trick him during tests. If Alex asked for a banana and they gave him a nut instead, he would
No. No.
He also got frustrated with his fellow research buddies when they answered wrong. How many blocks are there?
4?
Get mad at
Was
them.
when he looked in the mirror one day and asked,
Wha-
What color?
this was the first instance in
What?
history of an animal subject asking a question. That too, an existential one.
Hold on. Wait, this is kind of reminding me of those videos on TikTok I've seen of the dogs that have the different buttons that they can press to speak with their owners. And sometimes they question their own existence. Like I remember this one dog pressed on buttons to ask, "Why am I dog?" How do you answer a dog asking, "Why is it a dog?"
There's plenty of past examples of animals communicating with humans using sign language and whatnot, but not a
Was that a
single
shadow
one
clone
has
jutsu?
asked a question. It's always been,
Give food, give drink, leave me human. Give food.
the cutest thing
Yeah,
is that every night
that's how I
before
communicate.
Dr. Pepperberg locked the lab up, Alex would say,
You be good. I love you. See you tomorrow.
Aww.
and those would be his last words before
No.
unexpectedly passing away one night.
Wait, how long did he live? 1976 to 2007. This bird was older than I am.
Age
Or it was.
31.
Wow.
So far, all of these smart animals have been in some form of captivity. But what about a big brain animal in the wild?
Dolphin.
In the late 1800s, ships had great difficulty navigating a treacherous stretch of water called Cook's Strait. It was notorious for wrecking ships, and sailors were terrified of passing through. One day, as a ship named the Brindle approached, the crew saw a Risso's dolphin bobbing happily in front of them. And of course, as humans always do, they proceeded to try and kill him.
Of course.
Thankfully,
That's
the
what we do
captain's
best.
wife managed to talk them out of it. But to their
Thank God.
surprise, despite the threats to his life, the derpy dolphin began to guide the ship safely through
What?
the dangerous water.
Wait a second, so this dolphin was under attack, and then after they stopped, it was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna show you where to go now.
And from that day onwards, he did the same for every ship passing
What?
through. He was given the
That's a
name
long way.
BeckBroJack. When he navigated, not
So
a
cute.
single shipwreck occurred. Sailors
Wow.
would even refuse to enter the strait unless BeckBroJack had appeared to guide them.
Wait,
This
that's kind of
continued until
incredible.
1904, when someone aboard the SS Penguin fired their rifle
No!
at the dolphin. BeckBroJack was injured
No.
and he disappeared. The people were
Why would you
devastated.
do
A
this?
law was passed under the Sea Fisheries Act, protecting him from any other attacks on his life.
Wait, just
You wouldn't
him?
Be surprised if he decided to never help out a human
Why not
again?
all
And
dolphin?
on one fateful day, BeckBroJack reappeared.
What?
Hey guys. He was
Oh my
a
gosh.
kind-hearted, forgiving creature, ready to help out humans in need again.
That's so
Except
nice.
for the SS Penguin,
Don't help
which
them.
ended up shipwrecked in the sea
Good.
waters in 1905.
I
And
love
after
karma.
being a companion to sailors for over 24 years, BeckBroJack was last seen in April of 1912. There
So,
were various
he could still be
speculations
out
about
there.
his disappearance, but I'd like to think that he found a nice place to retire in after
Yes.
a long, fulfilling life. He seemed
I
like
hope
a
so.
pretty cool dude and is fondly remembered as a hero to many New Zealanders.
Oh my gosh, they made a
It's really
sculpture of
amazing
him.
how all these animals were so smart, and it's also amazing how I am a dumb doggo. See you next time. Hello, bug-sized man.
We are
Have
now
you ever
tiny.
wondered what it's like to be eaten by a carnivorous plant?
Yes.
Well, let's find out. Number 5, pitcher plants.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that actually reminds me of the Pokemon, and I never really thought that this was a carnivorous plant. I thought that it was kind of like a fun-looking plant and that there was like honey on the inside, but apparently it's acid on the inside, and it looks like it's gonna melt down anything that goes inside of it. Poor little guy.
The pitcher plant gets its name from its pitcher-shaped leaves, and it uses these as deadly traps. Picture this. First, your insect brain is lured in by the sweet scent of nectar.
Oh, okay, so there is nectar on the
Once
inside.
you reach the top, you start slurping to your heart's content.
Oh,
but
no.
What you don't realize is the surface you're standing on has a waxy coating, making it extremely slippery. You take one step too close to the edge,
No.
you've fallen into the pitcher plant's
And I'm pretty sure that the inside of the plant is also covered in this waxy coating, so there's no way for a bug that usually can like climb surfaces. I don't think it can climb its way out, and it can't fly because now it fell into this liquid and its wings are all covered in it. So it's pretty much trapped.
digestive fluids. The walls are covered in wax too, making it impossible to climb out, and you slowly realize that there's no escape. As your arms grow tired, you begin to drown, and the plant starts digesting you alive.
That's so sad.
Do this, pitcher plant.
Well, that's a great question.
that poor
Pitcher
little
plants
guy.
and most other carnivorous plant species live in environments that provide insufficient nutrients, so they've adapted to get the essentials like nitrogen, phosphorus, and magnesium from your flesh instead.
I mean, as horrific as that sounds, that actually is super impressive that, most of the time you would think that a plant would get every piece of, resource that it needs from either the sun or the soil, but these plants decided, no, they're going to be quirky, they're going to be different, and they're going to eat things. They're going to eat things in order to survive, just like we do.
Please.
Their diet mostly consists of bugs, but some pitchers are large enough to eat frogs and rats too.
A rat?
So
It can
many
eat a
different
rat?
shapes and sizes.
See, look, it is a
Does this one
Pokemon.
Remind you of something?
I was going to say a
Toilet.
teacup,
The
but yeah, it
lid
is a
secretes
toilet.
An abundance of nectar that attracts small
Ew.
mammals like the tree shrew. And while it eats the nectar, the toilet bowl catches any post-lunch dumps. That's right, this pitcher plant.
Wait, so you're telling me that the rodent comes along, licks the side of the toilet and then actually poops in the toilet, which gives nutrients to the plant. The plant is a poop eater.
Eats poop. A wholesome symbiotic relationship.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't hurt anybody, I guess.
My favorite pitcher plant species has got to be the cobra lily, and this is how it would eat you. You're lured in by the scent of nectar again. This time coming from a leaf shaped like the forked tongue of a cobra. The concentration of nectar increases as you move further up. The plant's sneaky invitation to get you to climb inside. And eventually you end up inside a beautiful dome with light pouring in through many holes.
It looks amazing.
Nectar, you decide to leave. And there's so many exits to choose from. How convenient. But it's not an exit.
What is it?
Window. You try another one.
Oh no.
Strange. Oh well, you'll just leave the way you came in.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Which one was the entrance? Confusion sets.
Is that actually how it works, dude? It's literally like the back rooms. You go in, you think that you found an exit, and it's actually just a wall. And then you can't figure out where you came in. That is horrifying.
Then as all the exits you see turn out to be fakes. You don't notice, but this whole time you've been moving deeper and deeper inside the plant. Until... Now, unlike other pitcher plants, the cobra lily doesn't digest you with enzymes.
Say what now?
Gross midge larvae and bacteria start eating you alive, breaking you down into nutrient soup for the cobra lily to slurp up.
Are you serious?
If you don't want to be eaten by my pet plant, you should boop the like button. It really helps me out a lot.
Is that what Petey the piranha plant is? I kind of thought that Petey the piranha plant was, like a piranha plant, and not... Not what we just saw, which kind of did look like a snake, which is pretty incredible. But yeah, I honestly, too, I only really thought that there was one carnivorous plant, and that is the Venus flytrap. When I was younger, I really wanted one as like a pet, because I thought it was so cool how like a plant could eat something like a fly. Like, it just doesn't makes sense to me. Most plants you think like, oh, it's not going to do anything that bad. Maybe I'll get like poison ivy, but it's not going to try to eat me. Meanwhile, the Venus flytrap is like, ooh, I'm going to try to eat you.
Pitcher plants are just the first on this list, and there's 4 more leafy assassins to go. Number 4, bladderwort.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Bladderworts grow in freshwater and wet soil environments. And on
the
surface,
they have flowers.
They have cute little flowers. But
lovely
is where the cold-blooded murder happens. One nice sunny day, you're swimming along living your best life. And then in the blink of an eye, you're suffocating.
What just happened? How did that just happen? What just happened?
In the bladderwort's trap.
Seriously?
Attached to the plant's underwater stems are these structures called bladders. But instead of holding pee, they act as trapdoors.
Oh.
Dude. First, water is expelled, creating negative pressure inside, and the trap is set. When you...
okay, so that makes sense. So when it expels the water, it's basically creating a little suction tube, so when it opens up, the water will flood in, and then it will trap you inside, and then it probably closes real quick, and then you're trapped, and then you probably slowly get digested.
Came swimming along, you brushed past one of the bladder's trigger hairs,
no.
breaking the trapdoor seal.
You're dead.
This created a vacuum, sucking you in within milliseconds. The bladderwort's diet consists of nematodes, fish fry, and mosquito larvae, but it can eat larger things like tadpoles too.
Oh my gosh!
By digesting you in stages. First, it dissolves your head into
mush,
then your body,
that's
and
not
your legs,
too bad.
Until you've been completely turned into nutrient soup.
Lovely. Thanks,
Number
plants.
3, sticky leaf plant.
What the? Yo! Please tell me that's not how it actually happens.
The glistening drops of nectar covering their long, tendril-like leaves. But
I mean, it looks beautiful, it looks gorgeous, but it's deadly, dude. I swear, like, the most gorgeous things in nature are always the most deadly. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to, like, pick up the dart frogs, but secretly the dart frogs are poisonous dart frogs, and that's when I learned that the more bright and colorful an animal or a plant is, usually the more deadly it is.
Despite their beauty, these drops have a deadly function. The nectar is laced with a powerful glue, and it's a wrap.
And you're prisoned.
The plant senses your struggle, so it starts constricting its tentacles inwards, bringing you into contact with as much stickiness as possible. The secretions coat your whole body, immobilizing your limbs and clogging your breathing holes, causing you to suffocate in a matter of minutes.
It literally
this whole time, the sun dew has been secreting
grabs you, twists you up and then suffocates you like a snake would. That is the most impressive plant I've ever seen.
Digestive enzymes as well, slowly dissolving you until only a skeleton is left behind. Compared to some of the other plants though, being hugged to death actually sounds like a nice way to go. Another sticky leaf species is the butterwort, named after the buttery texture of its leaves. Works in pretty much the same way as the sundew, except its leaves are broad and flat, so there's more surface area for killing and eating.
Oh my
But not
gosh.
all carnivorous sticky leaf plants do the digesting.
I wonder if like people found these in nature and realized that this would make for like a great bug trap, because I mean there's a bunch of different bug traps. There's like the zapper trap, but a lot of the bug traps are like thin slices of paper that are super sticky. So as soon as a bug lands, it gets trapped there and then it can't leave, so it eventually just dies. I wonder if people found these plants, saw a bunch of dead bugs, and they were like, huh, well, let's just do that.
Rhododendron macrocephalum has
The
a
what?
mutualistic relationship with the mirrored bug. The plant does the trapping, and the mirrored bug stabs you with its face. And then it sucks out your nutrient soup, turning it into nutrient poop for the phytoabsorb. But
Cool.
something isn't adding up here. How does a plant that's highly adapted to catching bugs not catch this bug?
That's what I was
The
thinking.
mirrored bug has an extremely thick coating of grease, completely protecting it from the sticky clutches of the plant.
So it's literally just a
Number two,
greased up bug.
corkscrew plants.
Free cookies. Nope. Nice try.
So one day you're rolling around in the dirt. when
Of
you
course.
stumble
Just
upon
another
a
Tuesday for me.
tunnel. Where does it go? Is there treasure at the end?
No.
You've just arrived at the opening to one of the corkscrew plant's many corkscrew-shaped leaves. As you travel through the spiraling tunnel, you brush past these strange pointed hairs. They're arranged in a way that makes moving into the tunnel very easy, but moving out, almost
Oh,
impossible.
no.
Your only option now is to go deeper into the cave. And after what
I mean, this sounds like the premise of a horror movie. Imagine like you're just going about your day and then you find this super cool looking tunnel that says treasure at the end, and you're thinking to yourself, huh, I probably shouldn't go in, but if I go in, at least, you know, I could get out if something goes wrong. But then you go in and then you realize you're actually trapped there, and you got to go further and further in, and you know it's going to be bad, and you know that there's not treasure, but you keep going because where else are you going to go?
feels like ages, you finally reach a nice chamber filled with digestive fluids. And
Oh.
painful.
Oh, you literally
The
jump in
corkscrew
yourself.
diet consists of protozoans, mites, and annelids. And because of the sheer number of them hanging around in the dirt, the plant doesn't need to attract them. It just sits there and watches as the critters walk themselves into its stomach.
It's like whales in the ocean. All they have to do is just open their mouth, and then, you know, they're so big, they're bound to catch something.
Number 1, snap traps.
Yes, these are the ones that I like.
I bet you've all been waiting for this one. When
Yes.
you think of a carnivorous plant, the first thing that springs to your mind is the Venus flytrap. But contrary to their name, these plants don't actually eat that many flies. Their diet consists of roughly 1/3 ants, 1/3 spiders, and 1/3 miscellaneous critters.
Snails?
Only 5% are flying insects.
So how did it get its
Adaptations
name?
make the Venus flytrap an effective killer. First, the leaves' bright red color and sweet nectar smell tricks you into thinking you spotted a delicious
Why does it look like a
fruit.
big butt?
Second are these tiny sensory hairs all over its leaves. Nothing happens if you only touch a hair once, but if you touch it twice,
Dead.
as each trap can only operate 7-ish times before dying, this
What?
adaptation prevents wasting a snap on something like a raindrop or a fallen leaf. Third,
Okay.
each trap has these long lashes, which look like menacing teeth. Venus flytraps are quite picky with their food, as starting the digestive process takes a lot of energy, so smaller, unworthy prey can escape through the gaps in the lashes. I'm free. But bigger prey like you are trapped inside. Fourth,
Oh,
to make
great.
doubly sure that it's caught a big juicy meal, the plant waits until the sensory hairs are repeatedly triggered while closed, before it finally gets ready for dinner time. The trap clamps down even tighter,
What?
interlocking its lashes and forming an airtight seal.
I mean, that's scary, but it's also kind of awesome that a plant can do that. That's something that you think of like a lion doing, or like a bear, like shutting its mouth and then holding its prey there. You never think think that a plant could do that.
Slowly die of suffocation, and the plant secretes digestive enzymes, dissolving you over the course of a few days. When it finally opens up, all that's left of you is a skeleton.
Number 7. Extra limbs.
Oh, that's a real
Polymorphia is a
thing?
rare birth defect in which an affected individual is born with more than the usual amount of limbs.
I did not need to see that.
In most cases, the extra limb is usually shrunken or deformed in some way and of
Oh.
not much use.
So you're telling me that I can't be born as 4 arms from Ben 10? That's not possible.
But one case in India showed otherwise. Deepak Paswan was a boy from India with 1 head, 4 arms, and 4 legs. The limbs were relatively fully formed and also appeared fully functional.
Okay, guys, I actually remember hearing about this, and apparently people in India actually thought that this guy was a literal god. They thought that, like, because he had these extra limbs, that he was the chosen one from one of the Indian gods, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I might believe that too if I actually saw this person, because that's insane that somebody could be born with double the amount of limbs that they should actually have. Like, imagine having 4 legs. What would you even do? Would you be twice as fast?
Imagine the power you would wield with 4 hands at the foosball table.
True.
Undefeatable.
You could 2v1
Imagine
anybody.
VR with 4 legs. In the Hindu religion, gods are often depicted with numerous limbs. So as news spread of the quote-unquote Octo Boy, pilgrims soon...
Okay, I don't know if I would want that name, Octo Boy. That sounds like such a weird X-Men superhero that is not that powerful. I would want to be like 4 arms sounds pretty powerful, or like Super Limbo, or 4 legs.
traveled from
Okay, those are bad.
all over India to worship him as an incarnation of their gods. Until scientists figure out that the extra limbs were actually from a parasitic twin that hadn't developed properly in the womb and had somehow fused with him. Turns out he also didn't actually have control over the extra limbs either. They were just kinda glitching every now and then. So, to improve Deepak's quality of life, the extra limbs were cut off, and ever since he's been able to live a relatively normal life.
Okay, that sounds horrible, guys. It started out amazing, where people were worshiping him, and he had these extra limbs, and he was super good at Dance Dance Revolution. But it turned south very quickly, and it turns out that he no longer has the extra limbs. So they took away his superpowers.
Much to the dismay of the pilgrims. Number 6. Supermemory. Hypothymestic syndrome is a condition that allows people
Why does that sound so painful?
to remember abnormally large numbers of life experiences.
Big brain.
Sounds like a cheat code to life, right? You'd be the world's most famous walking encyclopedia and win millions of dollars in popular trivia game shows.
That is true, guys. You would remember everything. You would remember everything from school, everything that you ever read, every random fact, every person that you ever met, which sounds like a good thing, but in reality, I don't know. It seems like it could be very, very sad as well, because you would remember not only every good thing that happened to you, but also you would remember all of the bad things. Or like, let's say you had like a really bad injury, or you went through something horrible, like losing a family member. You would remember that over and over and over again, like it just happened. And the best thing is about time is that over time, you kind of forget all of the bad things. Or at least they don't really feel like they happened that recently. But with something like this, where you remember everything like it just happened, I don't know. That could be pretty sad, and I don't know if I would want this superpower.
But in reality, hypothysiacs cannot choose what memories are permanently stored in their brains.
Oh, that's even worse.
Information like memorizing schoolwork would be treated as trivial. So
Really?
Unfortunately, they won't be doing well on any tests at school.
But what do they actually remember?
What they are great at is remembering that one time they let a big one rip in the school cafeteria.
That's so sad.
Remembering these highly personal events can often be very embarrassing or traumatic. But could you imagine dating a hypothysiac? Hey babe, I'm going to the store to get some milk. Wait! Are you going to leave me like Mark did on the 3rd of January 1984?
Oh no!
Babe, no. How about like Peter did on the 8th of April 1991? No, what are you talking about? Oh, okay then. Don't forget to buy the low-fat milk this time. Oh yeah, sure, honey. Unlike the time you forgot it
Oh
on
my
21st of
gosh.
September.
Wait, that would actually be horrible. Like literally living with somebody that can remember every bad thing that you've ever done to them. That would be insane because they could just tell you about it 24/7.
97 and the 13th of November 1999 and the 16th of June 2002.
Bye. See you later, butthead.
Yeah, the vast majority of hypothamesiacs find it really difficult to sustain long committed relationships, leading to a lack of social connections
What's up with the
and
poop?
loneliness. Number 5. Exoskeleton armor.
What?
Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva.
Okay, why do all of these superpowers have such like horrible sounding names? Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva. That sounds so painful, and maybe it actually is.
Also known as Stoneman syndrome, is an extremely rare genetic condition that allows some individuals to rapidly heal themselves when damaged.
Oh, so
But there's
real
a
life
catch.
Wolverine.
Imagine a person suffers a surface injury. Instead of replacing the skin tissue with more skin tissue,
Okay.
the body replaces it with bone instead. This
Wait a second. How does that even work? You're telling me that they could literally, instead of having my normal skin, that I could have bone as skin, which sounds cool at first, don't get me wrong, guys, but like that, I don't know. Like your bones are supposed to be under your skin for a reason, right? The fact that this person maybe has a bone that's replacing the skin that they lost, or like imagine just getting like a simple scratch, and then instead of your skin repairing it, you have like little bone fragments. So over time, as you get injured and then as bad things happen to you, you would eventually turn into the Thing from Fantastic Four, which does not sound very fantastic at all.
This process is called ossification. Can you imagine what would happen if you injured all your skin?
Oh,
You'd form an exoskeleton-like layer of armor made of pure bone.
I mean, it sounds
and
pretty epic.
Literally be a superhuman. But in depressing reality, this disorder is almost 100% fatal.
Oh,
The issue
Wait, but why?
is that the body ossifies all damaged tissue, which can make joints stiff
Oh.
and be dangerous to internal organs.
see, guys, this is what I was saying, that you have your skin for a reason and the bones are where they're at for a reason. Like the fact that we could have bones everywhere sounds really cool, but at the same time, yeah, like this guy just said, if you even have like your organs injured, they're not going to repair themselves like they should. So let's say you have like, I don't know, something hits your lung or something injures your stomach, or if you even need surgery, like you're not going to have normal tissue or skin replace that. It's going to be hard bone, which is not good.
You injure your knee, ossify.
Eee.
Can't walk. You injure your eyelid, ossify.
Oh my god.
Any tiny injury would potentially become devastating. If you strain your voice, you could permanently lose it.
Oh my
If
gosh.
you damage your airways, bony growth would restrict your breathing.
So if you have this, you basically have to live your entire life like in a box where you can't get hurt. Nothing bad can happen to you. You got to make sure that you don't cough too hard or that you like slip and fall and hurt yourself, because if you do, even the smallest little thing could cause this ossification that he's talking about, and then you don't know how that's going to affect your entire system.
Even if you don't injure yourself, your body is constantly breaking down and repairing itself.
Oh, yeah,
so
true.
You're basically doomed. You'd be slowly and inevitably turning into a bone statue.
That doesn't sound like
But
a superpower.
The absolute worst part is there's almost no way this can be medically solved at the moment.
Wow.
As surgical removal of ossified tissue causes the body to repair the area with additional bone.
That is crazy.
Leading to a fatal catch-22.
I'm just curious as to why the body would do that, right? Like, why would why would your body system try to replace like what is injured with bone? It just doesn't seem to make any sense.
It's a disorder that could in theory be an awesome superpower, but in reality, it's
No good.
much more like a living nightmare.
Sad
Number
thing.
4, impervious to pain.
Ooh, guys, we checked this out in a previous episode, and I think a lot of you guys were commenting that this might be one of like the weirdest and worst superpowers, because on the surface, it sounds great. Like that I won't feel pain ever. Obviously, nobody likes to feel pain, but pain is actually super useful just for daily events. You make sure that you don't touch something that's hot because then you pull away from it because it hurt. Or if like something's sharp, you know, ooh, I probably shouldn't touch that. And it's your body's way of letting you know that that is like a dangerous thing that could potentially kill you or seriously harm you. So pain, even though it kind of sucks, is kind of a good thing.
Congenital insensitivity to pain, or CIP,
Kip.
is a rare condition
Kip,
where
Kip.
an individual cannot feel pain.
Oh!
Are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? An estimated 1 in every 25,000 people are diagnosed with this condition, and in most cases,
That's a lot.
the person has actually never experienced pain before. This condition is caused by a mutation to the PRDM12 gene, which is important for the development of pain-sensing nerve cells.
I'm actually kind of curious too. So he just said it's pain-sensing nerve cells, but does that mean that like, I don't know, do you feel things differently? Like, do you feel like, you know, somebody touching your arm? Would that be different? Because, you know, that's not painful. But at the same time, like if you can't feel pain, are there other things that you can't feel as well? Which if that's the case, that would also kind of stink.
Affected individuals have been recorded to register touch, but the pain circuitry is completely cut off.
Oh, okay. So that answers my question.
Interestingly, CIP individuals are still susceptible to emotional pain. Physical and emotional
So
pain are
sad.
both processed by the same part of your brain, so this was surprising to me. But it's more of an issue with the physical sensory input as opposed to pain processing in the brain.
I
This would
see.
be a pretty neat power to have for a super soldier though. Someone you could just throw into the middle of the battlefield who doesn't care if they get shot. There's actually a village in northern Sweden called Vitangi, where there's an abnormally high frequency of individuals with CIP. We might need to watch out for them in the near future.
Okay, that kind of makes sense to me. Somebody that doesn't really feel pain, or maybe some people also have like a mild form of CIP where they don't feel pain as badly as other people, so they would make really good super soldiers.
In reality, this condition is extremely dangerous to the affected individual because pain is vital for survival. Individuals with CIP often die during childhood because fatal injuries just go unnoticed. It is tragically very common for people to burn to death without even knowing.
Wow.
No.
Okay, that part is insane. The fact that like a young kid might not realize that they are on fire or that fire is even bad. So out of everything that we've seen today, that is probably the worst.
For 3, indestructible bones.
Okay, this one I could get behind.
Trichodento-osseous syndrome is a rare condition affecting no more than a couple thousand people worldwide. It leads to people having bones that are so dense that
What?
they've been known to break baseball bats and even withstand car crashes.
Okay, but how?
Mutation in the DLX3 gene causes bone density in the affected individual to increase significantly. It reminds me a lot of Wolverine's skeleton. Like
Oh yeah, Wolverine has like the adamantium armor that they inputted into his already super powered body.
if you combine this disorder with the regeneration from Stone Man syndrome, minus the ossification and increased likelihood of death, you're basically Wolverine.
Yeah, pretty much.
However, there are several major drawbacks. These individuals are cursed with having extremely weak teeth that break
What?
easily and painfully.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me because your teeth are, I don't know, it seems like your teeth are very similar to your bones. So why would your teeth be not as strong when your bones are like basically titanium steel? That doesn't make any sense.
End up falling out completely in some cases.
What?
They have brittle nails and dry, curly, and flaky hair as well.
Okay, so whatever this mutation is, it's affecting the keratin in your body because that's what your nails are made of, that's what your teeth are made out of, and I believe that's also what your hair is made out of, which is kind of crazy that your fingernails and your hair are made out of the same stuff.
Research into TDO is prevalent right now, as it may hold the key to curing osteoporosis, which is the gradual weakening of skeletal structures many people develop in their old age. This would make a huge difference in improving their quality of life, as breaking bones from bad falls is incredibly
my hip!
common for
Oh no,
elderly
I've
and in
fallen!
many cases life-threatening.
Oh, R.I.P.
Number 2, super strength.
This is an actual disorder?
Myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy is a rare condition that literally gives you super strength.
I thought he was going to talk about gigantism, which is the disorder where people literally do not stop growing. And the bigger you are, usually the stronger you also are.
Affected individuals have over twice the usual muscle mass of an average human, and they also have increased muscular strength, all without going to the gym or lifting weights to maintain.
It's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Up and just being jacked.
I'm
this
in.
Condition
Sign
is
me up.
caused by a mutation in the MSTN gene, which is usually responsible for limiting muscle growth to prevent us from growing too large. But in these super strength individuals, it doesn't work as a limiter. A real-life case of this is Liam Hoekstra from the United States. Doctors recorded that he had prominent muscle development in his legs as an infant. Like, bro came out of the womb jacked. Yeah, he never skipped leg day in there. Bro could do a pull-up at 8 months old, had a six-pack when he was just 3 years old, and could lift 3-kilogram dumbbells with his arms fully extended at just 3 years old as well.
Okay, guys, I mean, right now, this sounds incredibly cool, but I'm just waiting for the drawback. There has to be something bad about this.
Well, do you understand how crazy that is? Bro probably only weighed 3 kgs at the time. To add icing on the cake, there are no known medical complications to this condition.
What?
All those benefits and not a single drawback has been
Are you kidding me?
That is just plain unfair.
Okay, that is the definition of a superpower. Everything else in this video, kinda super lame because there's bad stuff that happens. Meanwhile, this 3-month-old baby is doing backflips and push-ups like it's nothing.
And that's why it gets the number 2 spot on this list. Number 1, fearlessness.
That's a thing? There's people that don't have fear?
Cernick is a man from the UK who was diagnosed with Cushing's syndrome,
What?
where his body produced too much cortisol, which caused him to have severe, life-threatening weight gain and high blood pressure.
Okay, this sounds really bad.
After numerous brain surgeries and complications, in a final surgical operation, his adrenal glands were removed from his body.
Okay.
This gruesome operation required removing one of his ribs, and it was extremely painful. Thankfully, his Cushing's syndrome was cured as a result, but it came with a price.
So I'm pretty sure the adrenal gland is what gives you adrenaline, which is caused usually by something that is scary, something that like needs to get your body going so that you can get away from whatever the scary situation is.
When Geordie woke up in the hospital bed, he was on life support. He had numerous tubes coming out of him, and the doctors solemnly told him that there had been complications.
Sorry about that.
He had developed pneumonia and then meningitis, which is a potentially fatal infection of the brain. But surprisingly, upon receiving the bad news, Geordie had no response. He didn't feel anything. Among the many functions of the adrenal glands, one of them is influencing your body's stress response, also known as fight or flight, namely through the hormone adrenaline. Turns out, due to the removal of his adrenal glands, the part of Geordie's brain that controlled fear had been turned off. So now, he lives a life of 0 fear. Can you imagine that? Not feeling the nervous pit in your stomach before an important test? Or not feeling shy and flustered when asking a girl out?
Well, honestly, guys, okay, me thinking about this right now, fear is one thing, right? But having confidence is a different thing. So it seems like he's kind of in the middle, where I guess maybe he could be confident, but like, it seems like he might just be neutral 24/7. Like, he's not scared, but he's also not like super excited anymore because he can't have the adrenaline in his body. So it kind of seems good, but also kind of bad.
Having a second thought when taking a risk? You'd be an absolute Giga Chad, especially when cases of anxiety and paranoia are increasing in our society right now.
That is true.
Fearlessness would drastically change the course of your life. But just like many of the other disorders on this list, there's a catch. Fear is a fundamental survival instinct.
That is true.
The absence of it could be very dangerous.
This is kind of like the people from earlier that can't feel pain. Pain is something that over time we've gotten because it keeps us alive. Same thing with fear. Fear is like, let's say you are a caveman in a cave and a bear is coming. You're gonna get scared. If you're not scared of the bear, you're dead.
But even worse than that, Geordie lost something much more important after his
ribs?
surgery. He lost the ability to feel excited for
See? That's what I was saying.
suspense.
I'm
And
big
in some
brain.
cases, even joy.
Yeah, that's
It took
pretty
away
sad.
his ability to experience life.
A world without...
First up, a world without music. Oh no, it's a bird. The bird can't even sing.
Freezing up here. Crazy.
The birds don't even make sounds, dude. They just talk normally. Look at that, they're dancing outside of a barber shop to a jackhammer. Seriously, even the ice cream truck can't make
everyone,
songs.
and welcome to my tutorial. Today
What?
we will be
Ooh,
practicing
turn it
the
up.
multiplication
Seriously?
Love
table
this
of 3.
one.
Dude,
Let's get
imagine
started.
listening to a
1 times
tutorial
3
and you're like,
equals 3.
yeah,
Turn it down.
yeah, this is awesome, yeah. Turn that
1,
stuff
2,
up.
3. Testing.
Is he gonna sing a
Testing.
song?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can all hear you.
Thanks.
Oh, it's literally a microphone testing festival because they can't have music. Wait, guys, that kind of sounds like music notes. Oh, it literally broke the space-time continuum.
Make a note of that.
Yeah, make it. Next up, a world without garbage. That actually sounds pretty good.
Come on, pass me the bag.
Okay, so there's a garbage truck, and they're throwing the garbage to the people. But it can't be garbage because this is a world without garbage. So instead of garbage, they're getting presents. Every day is Christmas. Okay, it looks like when the leaves fall, they get eaten by plants because leaves are, I guess, garbage. You know, that's more or less true. I don't think that leaves are garbage. Just part of the cycle of life. Okay, so you're getting rid of the paper, but instead of actually throwing it away because there's no garbage, the paper actually gets erased, uncrumbled, and then reused. So what happens if like there ever is garbage? Wait, he's he's just hanging out. He can't even poop.
Today's topic: strange objects are invading the city.
What are
We
they?
see one of them from our news van.
Does anybody understand what is happening? Is that an anti-garbage machine?
Watch out.
What is happening? Okay, it's going up to the spaceship. Wait a second, so at the end, I don't know exactly what happened, but did all of the garbage cans just fly away to an alien planet because they had no use in that world? I think that's what happened.
A world without...
Next up, a world without what
And now
did
I'm
they
gonna
just
sing you
say?
my most
Oh,
famous
memory.
song, the one that made it possible for me to be here in front of all of you, and it goes like this.
In all honesty, I think that a world without memory, like, there just can't be a world, right? Like, I know that most animals, even they have memories. Like squirrels, they bury their nuts for the winter, so they have to remember where they buried the nuts. And even people, we have to remember, like, what words mean in order to communicate with other people. So I don't even think that a world can exist if memory just is gone.
Damn it, how did it,
I guess this is better than a world without music. Oh, he has post-it notes everywhere. He doesn't even know what it's time for.
Of our country?
How is he supposed to remember
I
this?
have no idea. I don't know either. That's why I was asking. Go on. You got a 10, Rodriguez.
That is amazing.
Yes. Just go.
You
We're
couldn't
one
even
short
have
to play.
school if nobody had a memory.
Hey, how's it going? Can I play? Do you know him? No, he doesn't look familiar. Looks a
So nobody would know anybody. Basically, you wouldn't know who was even in your family. You wouldn't really know how to sing songs because you couldn't remember the words. And you wouldn't remember, like, your left from your right. You literally couldn't do anything in this world.
a bit clumsy. Let's ask one of them. They look like nice guys. Give me all the money. Hello.
He's buying stuff.
Of course, sir. Here you go.
He
Thanks.
went back
Have a
into
nice
buy
day.
stuff. Oh my gosh, that was my favorite one yet. That would be such a funny world to live in if like nobody had any memory or like everybody just had dementia and they were like Dory from Finding Nemo and then every 5 seconds they just forget everything that they were thinking. That would be amazing for about a day and then it would get very annoying. Next up, a world without
Elbows.
elbows. How do you... How did they think of this?
Hello. It's like that, you see. You shake their hand and they grab your shoulders.
They should make a follow-up to this, like a world without joints. And then everybody is just like stiff walking around, like waddling like penguins because nobody can bend their knees. And then also like all of your fingers are just extended at all times. And you have to like pick up stuff like this. I like that idea. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna leave a comment. Yes! Amazing! Great content! I guess I never really thought about how useful elbows are until this video.
It's
Wow,
the greatest creation.
they're doing elbow surgery.
It's unimaginable to humans.
Wait, guys, why did they have to cut into his heart? That seems so random. They made freaking elbow! Oh my gosh, he's an abomination. He can bend his arms and pick his nose and
It's wonderful.
they love it. Okay, note to self. World without elbows, not good. A world without adults, every kid's dream.
I don't have time. I'm going to work. This chocolate milk doesn't pay for itself.
You would think that in a world without any adults, that the kids would just like not have any rules and they would just do whatever they want. But when you think about it, the kids would just have to do what the adults do, or else the world wouldn't be able to run the same that it does. There would be no grocery store. There would be no Netflix. There would be no electricity because the adults make it all happen. Unless it's China. Nice car. Pet shock. Okay, so this is truly like a very young society.
And that's how my book seeks to dialogue with the reader. And that's reflected in this, my latest and most sincere work.
Look at it. Oh my gosh, this kid's like 11 years old and they're treating him like he just won the Nobel Prize when he literally just made a coloring book and he didn't even do a good job of coloring it in.
And any questions from the audience? It's me. Who pooped their pants?
Say what now? Everybody said yes. Because they're all kids. International debt. What are yeah, they just do rock, paper, scissors to settle any dispute. Oh, this would be amazing.
Travels at 500 kilometers per hour.
I want to read some stuff on the board. It randomly says 300M question mark. There's a Santa Claus up on the wall. It just says 500,000 wobbly. I think one of them just says the environment. One of them says Kramus, San Nicholas. It looks like most of their calculations are literally just trying to figure out, is Santa real? And how does he do the things that he does?
I've got it. It's,
is it cartoon time?
Oh my gosh. They barely did any work. Oh, that's another one of those where I would want to see it for like a week and then I would want to go back to the world that we live in. Next up, a world without pain.
Are you breaking up with me, Barbara?
Oh no.
yes.
Barbara, no.
Tell me the truth. Is there someone else?
Oh my gosh, don't say yes. No.
Tom, your childhood friend.
Wow, that's
I
horrible.
knew it.
He should be so sad.
This couple.
See guys, I was thinking physical pain. I did not think about emotional pain, which is so much worse. You know, a lot of the times physical pain, you know, it's pretty bad sometimes, like, you know, you skin your elbow, but it's way better than your dad leaving you for milk and then never coming back, you know?
Well, good luck.
That got a little too serious. Oh.
We're not going to stop until you confess.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah?
This is horrible. He can't even feel the damage.
And the drunk man says, so this isn't my giraffe.
Haha. Is he gonna laugh so hard that, oh, what the?
Okay, ready. New kidney.
Thanks, Doc.
Guys, I don't know if you actually knew this or not, but there are some people that have this very rare disease that basically makes it so that they can't feel pain. And you think that it's a good thing, but really, it's very dangerous because let's say like they put their hand on like a hot surface, they don't know that it's hot because they can't feel the pain. So they just have it 3rd-degree burns without actually knowing it. Like pain, even though it hurts, is a good thing.
Next, my turn. Drill.
Okay, that is
Something
disgusting.
for my head, Doc? Yeah, sure. I
Perfect.
recommend using it every 12 hours when it's sunny.
That's funny. Oh, nice. Oh, ow. Oh, ouch.
Alright, Ref, you gonna play like that? You messed my hair up.
He messed my hair up. Wow.
We are gathered here to bid farewell to our friend, who died in peace and contentment.
Are they actually
choked to
gonna be
death on a
dead?
Fishbone while being eaten alive by 2 crocodiles in the Amazon.
That sounds
Now let's
horrible.
auction off his assets. Let's start with a 60-inch TV.
Bro. They're still torturing this man.
Who am I?
Next up, a world without ducks.
Presenting Mickey Mouse. Goofy the dog.
This is one of those that I've never thought about. What? No Donald Duck? Oh my gosh. This changes everything. The dynamic is all off.
Excuse me, who are you feeding? Carla.
Okay, guys, I don't want to be that guy, but wouldn't there be like geese or like a swan or like a squirrel or a turtle that would eat this bread that he's throwing into the water? Not this random homeless man that thinks he's a fish.
It's amazing how they migrate in winter, always in a V shape.
Huh? Oh. Interesting.
Number 2 is the one that's shaped like a diplodocus.
Say
Like
what
this.
now? A diplodocus?
Go get him, boy. All right.
He brought back a dragon. Because you can't hunt ducks if they're not real. So, of course, you hunt dragons. That's actually so funny. Q-Duxus season. What are they making? Are they trying to make a duck? That is just not even close to a duck. That is a goldfish rabbit.
It can't be.
He got away.
Oh no. Oh no.
Stopped.
Wait, it has duck feet.
Horrific existence.
What if it's a platypus? Oh my gosh, I knew it! I knew it would be a platypus! A world without windows. Interesting. So is he outside or he's just looking at a fan?
Okay, now turn right. I'm driving all right. No, turn right.
He has no windows. Look at that, the glass factory in the back.
You recognize the
Bankrupt.
culprit of the murder?
No, he can't see because there's not a window.
It looks a bit like him.
Or, oh no, he's too close. Usually they look from behind a window where it's safe.
My calculations are correct. My beloved's room is right here. Let's go.
She's not going to be able to hear you, dude. Also, it's the wrong room. Unless he actually loves that man. What are they making? A window into a new world?
Eureka.
Oh, careful, dude. Don't careful. Oh, I had a feeling that might happen. Windows are dangerous. What is he doing? What are you doing? What is that? You're breaking my screen.
Who's that?
Hi, it's me.
Awful.
Next up, a world without
One about
decisions.
the cars that go fast, the guy who lives his whole life in a simulation, the guy who wants to rob a bank, the one about the murderer, the other one about the murderer, the other one about the murderer.
I love coming to watch the Netflix catalog with you.
Wait a second, guys. I feel like I have this problem where I either go on Netflix or YouTube or somewhere else, and I am just scrolling constantly looking for a show. And then sometimes I don't ever find anything that I actually want to watch. I'm like, wow, I've been scrolling for 30 minutes? I could have been watching something this entire time.
We found it.
What to do?
This is very advanced technology.
Oh my god.
Oh, the terrorists did it. We're going to die.
They have 38 hours! But they can't make a decision. Oh, wow. So every single restaurant would only have one item so that people did not have to make a decision. That's actually genius. You get the noodles, and that's it. You don't get upset. Don't choose your own adventure. You just go down the adventure that we choose. Like every other book.
It's a tie. We heard a few words from President Mendez 78th, who once again retains his office.
Son of a... He wants to get out so bad, but nobody can make a decision, so he can never get out. I wonder how he got there in the first place. Okay, well, this is never going to end. There's so many things in the world that rely on you to make a decision, even if it's as simple as moving a chess piece. Stalemate again, good sir. Yes, yes. Good fight, good fight.
Crazy.
Oh, why is everything so difficult?
Oh, I know. What if we accept our own weakness as humans to make a choice and we anchor the resolution to some inanimate object to feel relieved of the burden of taking charge of our own destiny?
That sounds very complicated.
Let's see.
Oh no! No! You're crazy! A world without losers. Oh, wait. What am I gonna do?
Her country. She positions herself and
Everybody's a winner in here.
perfect splash.
But guys, she did a cannonball. The whole point of diving is to not make a splash. And she did a cannonball. Okay, you definitely came in last place. They literally just do it again. This is like when you're, 10 years old playing soccer and everybody gets a trophy just for playing, even if you came in dead last.
After a real sporting spectacle, great sportsmen and women and people, a photo that will go down in sporting history.
Don't get me wrong, that's probably amazing for everybody to be a winner. But if everybody's a winner, then is anybody actually a winner? Everybody's the same. Everybody's gonna be a bajillionaire from a casinos. Look at that. Casinos couldn't even exist if there were never losers. The new film that will win the Oscar, coming soon. Wow, dude, everybody lives such a fantastic life. Oh, this guy is a winner. Look at that, he's gonna win. All the stocks are up. There's no red. Red doesn't even exist as a color in this world. Only green.
Well, how are we doing?
Fantastic.
Sorry, boss. At this rate, we're going to have to take drastic measures.
Why?
Let's do it.
What are they gonna do? Build a bigger building? Oh.
The value of the assets this week multiplied the profit 6 times.
Are you kidding me?
A world without religion.
A world without religion? Okay, this is impossible. This would never ever happen. People love religion.
The fruit and let it marinate until
Okay.
the next full moon. Is everyone
What?
following along?
Yeah, okay. Just a normal cooking routine.
And what did you think about the film? It was good. The special effects. But they didn't respect the story of the comic book very much. Blessed are the righteous who seize
Oh, it's Jesus.
for the mean
Hi,
and
Jesus.
greedy shall be cast into the fire, where they will be weeping and gnashing of teeth for eternity. And that should convince us to buy these tables.
Hey, yeah,
on
dude.
sale.
You're a carpenter, Jesus. You're supposed to be selling tables, not talking about all of his nonsense. Because religion isn't real. At least not in this world.
Did I show you the scarecrows?
Oh no. Oh no.
Deserves to die.
You overcooked the barbecue, man. Medium rare.
You
we
fool.
told you, medium rare.
Oh wait,
Have
it's
to give
Christmas.
thanks first. Okay.
But why? It's
Thank
Christmas.
You, Mom, for preparing the food.
There's no
Thanks to
religion.
the butcher for selling me this cut of meat.
Thanks to you and to the distributor who gives me the best meat.
And thanks to the farm that gives us the best cows.
Thanks to the butcher for selling. the
Wow, they're just thankful for all of the people.
Another wonderful, completely normal lunch with my family.
Nobody's thanking God.
It's too dangerous.
Are you sure about this? Yes, it's the only way to find out what happens after death. Turn on the machine.
What? But what can happen after death without religion? What is this? Okay, surely he's going to come back and believe in religion, that there is something, a greater power that is bigger than us. Is he back? Is that him? Did he just become the next religious leader? First up, we're gonna be checking out a world without fire. How would that even, what in the? Okay, so it looks like we're back in caveman times, and okay, they're just eating the deer raw. Is this during modern times? Is that what we would do? Wait, how are you supposed to light your cigarette? What in the plasma ray gun was that?
Thank you.
I think he got radiation poisoning from that. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, without fire, you can't have guns. Also, how are the helicopters flying? I thought you need fire for like engines to work. Oh, that's gonna be a very dry volcano. I don't think a volcano works without any fire or flames.
Is it really
It's just kind of a mountain.
to come outside and eat sausages on a stick?
Oh, they can't do fire. Dude, they can't have a cookout.
Let's go back inside.
Yes.
How are you supposed to roast your marshmallows?
The end.
Okay, guys, a world without fire, I honestly don't even know if we would be able to survive. If there was never the creation of flames and fire, I don't think we would have anything. I don't think we would have the Industrial Revolution. We wouldn't be able to cook food. I'm pretty sure that was a big reason that our brains got bigger, is because we were able to like cook raw food into actual cooked food. And there's like a million different reasons why fire is like one of the most important inventions of mankind. But I guess that's what it would be like if poof, it was just disappeared from everything. Next up, we're gonna be learning about a world without
money.
Okay, this would be insane.
Please. How are you gonna pay for that?
So is everything free?
2 TVs and a horse.
Oh, everything's the barter system.
Okay, but without the leash. Done.
What the? You gave away your dog for a little bit of ice cream? Are you crazy? What the? Oh, okay. Well, everybody's just trading. So we're basically just back in like the 1300s before the invention of money.
This fruit has a bite. Police!
Wait a second. No, don't arrest me.
Fortune before my eyes.
Let's see what he has in there. Look, he has cars. Wait, what was that? Was that blood? Instead of money, he has boats. And at the casino, you get apples instead of cash.
I need more time.
What do I owe you?
I needed this so much.
Yeah, so a world without money, it would be cool because, I mean, you would have to basically figure out what do you want and what do I have that I can give you that you want. But money is kind of cool because it just like bridges that system of like, okay, I have 5 bananas and you have a really cool giant cookie that I want. Yeah, instead of giving you my bananas, I'm gonna turn my bananas into money, which you want money, and then I could trade my money for your giant cookie. So yeah, the system is very cool, but it would be very interesting to see what the world would be like if we didn't have any more money, and then I had to trade stuff for other stuff. Next up, a world without
paper.
Paper? How the heck? Wait, I mean, we're kind of getting towards that, except, okay, wait, yeah, kind of forgot about toilet paper. What is in your mouth right now? What the heck are you doing? Oh, there's no paper, so you have to draw on the wall.
Beautiful.
Very good.
Good job, little Timmy.
Go on with that one.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Well, how did you make that? Is that made out of wood? What the? Oh. Oh.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, wait, what the? What is he doing? Oh, is that his laundry? Oh no. It's his grocery list.
I'll print it and send it ASAP.
What the heck, dude? Wait, is that a brick? I love how in these videos, it's not like, oh, what would the world be like if we never invented paper? It's like, what if tomorrow there was just simply no paper? What would happen? Because obviously, like, we would, you know, not be able to use printers the same. We wouldn't be able to use a lot of things the same. But like, if we never had paper, then, I mean, we wouldn't have a lot of things. We wouldn't really have like modern history. We wouldn't be able to like operate in schools. But I mean, we are kind of getting away from paper nowadays. Like, I can't tell you the last time that I really used paper, except sometimes when I, obviously check the mailbox, they're still sending me newspapers and stuff like that. But everything's going online. So there might actually be a day in history when, super far in the future, we never actually use paper ever again. That would be kind of weird. Also, wait, what is down there? What, did I miss something?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Next up is a world without...
Number 2.
What, how do they think of this? Okay, what the... Okay, so, they took this very literally. There cannot be 2 of anything. They have 3 eyeballs. Everything that you buy has to be in something, in like some sort of number sequence that doesn't have the number 2. Can they go number 2 in the toilet? To what extent are we taking this?
Which model are you gonna take? This one? This one?
The number 1 or the 3?
I'll take this one.
Okay,
Great.
what the heck
Would you like
is...
to buy another one?
No thanks.
You gotta think that like there's maybe some alien planet super far, away from us that might be just like this. A lot of scientists say that like every universe could technically exist because the universe is like basically infinite. So somewhere out there in the multiverse, there could be a world that doesn't have 2 of anything. What is that sandwich? Not gonna lie, that actually looks really fun, and I would love to try that out. Oh, what the? Oh my gosh.
This is very difficult.
So this is kind of like Monsters, Inc. a little bit. 3 minus 1 equals X. Don't you dare do it. No. Okay, guys, next up, let's see what it would be like to live without rulers. Oh.
Yeah, bring that a bit closer, a bit more. No, not that much. Bend it more.
The bathroom's ready, boss.
Let's take a look.
What the?
That's perfect.
No, it's not even close. Okay, what the heck? Dude, seriously. Okay, I know that rulers are like super useful, but like there has to be something else you could use to make a straight line, right? Like come on, you can't just be freehanding everything. I have this. Look, see, I have this. That's a straight line. I could use that not as a ruler, but like just to get a straight line. And I'm pretty sure there are people out there that can draw pretty straight. Not me. I definitely can't. My lines are all crooked, like the ones in this video. But I feel like there are people out there that could make perfectly straight lines. It wouldn't be this bad.
Drive ahead a mile longer. At some point, turn right.
At some point.
Okay.
So this is taking it to the extreme of like, you can't measure anything. Literally anything, dude.
And this one?
The entire world is chaos.
What's it called?
It's called a jubba-dibba-doo.
Such perfection. Each thread is at an equal distance.
Oh my gosh, they're studying spiders.
Reveal your secrets.
It's writing perfectly. That actually is kind of true though, that like a lot of what we've learned has been from nature. In order to make planes, we studied how birds work. So I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe at some point people saw like spiders and how they make perfectly straight and like aerodynamically correct spider webs. I don't know if that's a word. But yeah, they make it all straight. So maybe we studied that at some point. We're like, how do they do that? That's so cool. And then we just based our measurements on spider webs. What else can we live in a world without? Oh, yes. What is happening? What is that going to be a fully grown adult?
Congratulations, Mom. It's a Reddit mod. Hello. When I grow up, I want to be an...
Imagine you're born and you're 18 years old and you're like, you already have a profession, you have hobbies, you have interests, like you're just given a full personality, but you don't get to experience it. You're just born straight from the womb. Yeah, and then you're just a full person now.
F1 driver.
Take good care of him, okay?
I'll pick you up later.
What is that a chair? Did you just drop off a chair?
Ooh, did you close the deal? Yes, tomorrow we're signing the contract. You have to put it in the monthly report. Great.
All of these kids are 18, but they just got born.
I have an announcement to make.
What is it?
It's chocolate milk.
Yes! That's crazy. So technically, you wouldn't be 18 years old until you were like 36, because obviously, you know, you want to live and experience the world. So as soon as you turn 36, then technically you're like a full adult at that point.
Oh, not again.
What is crying? Is it a pet? It's just the door. So weird. What else do we have? But no more bottles?
Ready,
What the heck am I supposed to do with all of my milk? What the?
Waiter, peach yogurt, please.
There's no way that's what we would do. Dude, this is so weird.
You're welcome.
You have basically no containers. So everything has to come directly from the source.
16 pipe, 3 gallons of orange and a 5 south. Quickly.
Wait a second, so like if I were to go to the grocery store, there's nothing I can get. Everything would have to be like loose, and maybe everybody would have like a pipe to their house of like the bare essentials. Like they would have, well, you know, obviously we have our water, but instead of just water, you would have like a faucet for milk and a faucet for grape juice and a faucet for other liquids and stuff.
Hey, how about some wine?
Okay.
See? Look at that. Boom. Straight from the source. That's insane. Well, are we about to fill up that bathtub with soda? That has to be so tingly.
Hey, you can't do that. It's dangerous.
It's gonna explode. Watch
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look, dude, they shook the soda tower. That looks like a fun world to live in.
Gravity.
No gravity? Oh my gosh, dude, do it. Do it. Yeah, do it.
Oh, I hate my job.
He just got in the bus. Oh my goodness. This is basically what it would be like if like we just transported Earth into like the moon, essentially, because on the moon there's like basically no gravity. That would be insane. And this is so cool because this is actually like kind of how they live on the International Space Station. They have no gravity, they just float around. You don't know up from down, from left from right.
At last.
This is so strange.
What did they find? Oh my gosh, wait a second, are they about to turn on gravity? No, you're gonna kill everybody. Oh my gosh, wait, she turned gravity even lower. Everybody's floating in outer space.
I hate Mondays.
That was awesome. Next up, a world without no problems. Like not even a single problem. I mean, it sounds great, but if there's no problems, then what do you do? Look at that, they have 9 bajillion days without accidents. Everybody's just happy. Everything just works out.
Please, sir. No, you go ahead. I don't want you to be late.
Okay, not only are there no problems, but everybody is like super duper nice, which sounds good at first. But then when you really think about it, if everybody's super nice and there's no problems, then like, I don't know. I feel like I want to get mad sometimes at other people. I want to be like, hey, stop causing problems. Stop being weird. Stop being mean to people. Like, I want there to be problems so that I can appreciate the good times. But if there's no problems and every time that I have is a good time without problems, then everything's going to be the same. I want my life to be like a roller coaster, not just like a flat cliff. I feel like it would just be so boring. Look at that, they just dropped a bunch of things that would usually kill people. And look at that, it all just worked out. This is crazy, it's like a video game.
Did we turn off the oven?
I have no idea.
It doesn't matter? Not at all. No insurance companies would ever exist. Look at that, grandmas could cross the road in peace. Dogs wouldn't have to worry about getting attacked by anything. I could walk into a zoo without any cages, and I would be fine. The world without sun, how does that even work? You literally need a sun to exist. Unless we're just talking about, like, the sun of a parent. I don't think we are, though. We are definitely talking about the solar sun.
What have you discovered?
Please, make it the sun.
Months of research, my conclusion is that the Earth orbits
uncontrollably in all directions.
That's all wrong. No, Galileo discovered that we orbit the sun. Are you kidding me?
It's a completely unpredictable trajectory, full of wild twists and turns. It's surprising that we don't fall out of the galaxy.
They literally put him in prison because heresy. Summer is here, except, wait, how are these people alive? I know that a lot of these, like, what-if videos are about, like, you know, hypothetical situations about what would happen if we didn't have pencils or toilets or foreheads, you know? But the world still goes on. But in this case scenario, I don't understand how the world would even happen without the sun, ladies and gentlemen. We need the sun. If the sun were to explode today, we would no longer exist.
Boys, let's dry off.
You're gonna take like 17,000 million years to dry off because there's no sunlight. Happy 43 hours?
438,000 hours. You look great.
They don't even have days.
7,000 or so.
I completely forgot. Also, wait, they don't need clothes. Oh no, he's drying his clothes with the power of fire. What even is that? Wait, that's the sun? Nope, just a hot air balloon. Just a bunch of people on a hot air balloon that is currently burning and they are going to die.
A giant sphere floating in the sky, illuminating and warming everyone.
Nice try. They tried to build their own version of the sun. How would that have even have worked? The sun is like, like 1,000 times bigger than Earth. Probably, actually, scratch that. It's like a bajillion times bigger than Earth. And how would a little tiny hot air balloon heat the entire Earth? It's not big enough.
And disastrous idea.
Aero catastrophe.
Now to the weather forecast.
What is the weather? It's freezing.
With isolated clouds and showers for the first few days.
Yeah, there's no way that you could survive without the sun. Literally. Next up, we're checking out
buttons.
How am I supposed to press things?
Turn off the light?
How are you gonna do that? Voice command? Does everybody have to use Alexa? You literally shot the light with a gun and you have extra boxes of lights.
$1 million.
You're telling me that because the world doesn't have buttons, that every single thing just has to be destroyed. It can't be turned on and off. It must be destroyed in order to deactivate it. What?
How tall is the Statue of Liberty?
Is it like first to answer? They literally just, what?
5 feet and 1 inch.
She just socked him in the face.
We have a winner.
That was kind of awesome, though. I wish that the game show was like that.
Boring. Different channel? Yeah.
How are you gonna change the channel? You have a crank? You're telling me you have a crank? Wait, but why couldn't the crank just change the channel? Wait, so you're telling me that because we don't have buttons in this world, that it not only do you need one TV, but you need a separate TV for every single channel. I don't understand this. My brain can't understand. They're kicking machines, they have cranks to activate things. I never realized how buttons were so important.
President, only you can launch the nuclear strike.
How? How? What is he gonna do? Credit card swipe? What? A double key? But what even is gonna be under there? You're gonna light the nukes with a long rope. Are we serious?
I hope I've made the right decision.
Could nobody invent something better than that? I know we can't make buttons because in these videos you just can't make the stuff that we're trying to make.
I can't believe we've lived so long without something like this.
Are they gonna die? Oh wait, what? It's a different kind of button. It's not the button that you press. It's the button that you put on clothing to keep your clothes together. Genius.
This will change the world. We have to tell the media.
They can't even make a call because they have like the old analog phone. What else are we gonna live in a world without? Okay, I did not think it could get any worse than buttons, but we have diving deeper into chaos. By what? Literally, dude, anybody with a projectile will kill you. You need walls. There's a reason why every castle and every building has walls, because walls protect you from the things outside of the walls. Okay, they have fences.
It seems that the great
Neat.
barbed wire is not
Oh.
that effective.
Instead of the Great Wall of China, they have the Great
Son, we're
Fence.
out of salt. Can you ask the neighbor?
Also, yeah, wait, what are their
Hey,
houses
salt, please?
made out of? What the heck?
Here you go.
What do they even do? Okay, so their houses, they don't have walls, they have pillars. So wait, if they could make pillars and they have roofs, why didn't somebody just think like, maybe if I stack a bunch of pillars next to each other, or better yet, what if I built a roof and then flipped it on its side? Maybe that's how they could build a wall. They can't graffiti anything other than the floor. There's floors, ceilings,
What a nice museum.
but no walls.
In the event
It's
of
an
a
art
fire,
gallery.
Here's a fire extinguisher.
It is an art gallery without walls.
Lift it up.
It's the Mona
A
Lisa.
little bit higher.
Seriously?
Sir, prisoner 704 has escaped.
At least we have prisons.
Damn, how did he do that?
He went that way.
Wait, okay. I know that this is like just for fun, but my brain can't wrap my head around this. So you're telling me that they can make a door with the prison bars, but they can't make a whole wall of that? Why is that any different? Why can't they just make a giant door and then they just have that as their wall? Boom, solved it. Easy. Well, I mean, yeah, that guy definitely, he's going to commit so many crimes now. Okay, so far, I do not want to live in any of these worlds, but if I had to pick one, it would be the world without the sun. That wouldn't be too bad. I could live in like a nuclear bunker. Oh, world without war! Everybody wants this. This would be the best thing ever. There's only peace and kindness and...
Prepare to surrender. You know the best attacker is just the best defender. With my clever tactics, I don't need no swords. I got something better. I'll beat you with my words.
Did they just rap battle? Did Sun Tzu, greatest warrior of all time, just rap battle? I think he did, and I think he won. Sun Tzu, the art of rhyme.
This particular group of monkeys is
Oh, this brings flashbacks of Vietnam. It was a 2-week holiday. It was hot as hell. You have no idea.
He went on vacation. What the heck? What is up with his anime eyes? Wait, guys, check this out. We got all these games at GameStop. We have Counter-Strike, which instead of with guns, you are bowling. Call of Duty, Attorney at Law Simulator. Age of Empires, you just build the towers, but you don't actually fight. All of these games are trash. Star discussions.
No,
They just
Dad,
talk
but
about
you
their
can't.
feelings.
Okay, but listen to me.
Seriously? Seriously, you had Luke talking with Anakin, aka Darth Vader, not battling with lightsabers? Is this a staring contest right now?
Uh-huh. I won. The islands are ours.
Are you kidding me?
We're going home.
Okay, guys, staring contest. 3, 2, 1, go! If I win, you have to leave a like on today's video. I am horrible at staring contest. I don't even know. Did I blink? Am I winning? Wait, hey, stop it. Don't create war. Look, you're gonna die. Good, he got interrupted. I can't see anything.
Oh no! Oh, get out!
Okay, you guys, I concede. You guys win.
Get him off of me! Oh!
That's what you get for trying to create war. All right, guys, next up. What kind of world are we gonna live in? A world without fear. I mean, just like a world without war, that does sound pretty good. However, fear is actually pretty good for you. Fear is your natural response to things that are scary, like lions, tigers, bears, and women. So, I mean, that's how you get your adrenaline pumping, is by being scared of things. That's the only way to get adrenaline in your body, the natural response to fear, which gets your body moving. So without that, what happens? Is he scared? No, he can't be.
Can you check my closet?
If you can't have fear, you can't be scared. So he's just checking the closet for nothing. Ooh, clothes.
Great. I just wanted to make sure the clothes were hung up properly.
Seriously? What kind of kid is this?
Don't waste energy.
Why is the kid the dad? What the heck? What kid in the world has ever said that?
Passengers, this is your captain speaking. We are going through a terrible storm, like I've never seen before.
They don't care. It's on fire. It's just like the meme, like, everything is on fire. This is fine. Everything is okay. This is fine. That's basically what's going on in this one.
Fire.
Yeah, good job, little Timmy. Yeah, fire, dead, flames, crash, you know. All of the things.
Okay, you'll be on in 1 minute. Ready for your first live conference?
Yeah.
Of course he is.
4,000 people out there.
What?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, why would he care?
17
There's no
million
fear.
On live stream.
Psh, nothing.
Did you memorize all 23 pages of the speech?
Of course. Super easy.
What? Ah, okay. The president of the nation is in the auditorium, in the front row. Okie dokie, no problem.
He's like, yep, I got it. Too easy. That is the biggest spider. Clearly, this is taking place in Australia, and that thing climbed out of a toilet.
Come here and I'll feed you.
Roxy? What the? Wait, why did that spider get so small?
Johnny,
What is happening?
Are you all right?
Why do I feel like it's gonna be an alien? Oh my god, because it is. I am a genius. Oh, it's a movie.
Touched your food.
So there can't be scary movies. There's only comedies. Love has no face. My life as a vampire. Bolty. Every movie has been ruined.
On behalf of the airline, I would like to announce that the left engine has stopped.
He could literally say, we are going down, mayday, mayday, you're all going to die, and because they live in a world without fear, nobody can be scared. This is a terrible world. I do not want to be in this world.
Have to make up some excuse.
Is he sunbathing? Or wait, is that a book? Wait, what the? You're not gonna wake up. You will die.